Holy shit, Kyle Larson. Keep that up, buddy. Okay, I'm about to be synced in about 10 seconds.
So that
I think it might be live. Let me double check on my phone here.
I'm fine with where you're at. Okay, I'm synced.
Yeah, it's live on YouTube. All right, I'll be right back. Cool. I gotta help my son right fast, and I'll try to figure out my camera.
Everybody out there in YouTube land, once again, we're back to bring you a simulcast of the NASCAR race. The drivers find themselves at Homestead this week. I'm Mean Gene Money. Today on the panel, we're going to have Zach Panzarella. We're going to have Dalton Geyer. We're going to have Jared Kelly. We don't have video of them, but I assure you, Buddy Sully and newcomer Tony Iverson going to be joining us to give us outlooks on the race. Let's zip through the people just to get a little idea of what we're dealing with. Hey, Tony, you there, buddy?
Yeah, you got me.
Tony, why don't you give the fans at home a background on your iRacing career? How many wins do you think you got? What's your favorite car to race, and how many championships you got in your pocket?
I think I've won the 87s championship through the iRacing officials one time. And then I think I've won like 60 races or so, and 4.5 years on the service, and I'm like in the cup car right now.
There you go. So that gives you an idea of what Tony's working with. He's going to join us a little bit later, but right now we are watching stage one lap, 41 laps to go. Kyle Larson out there in front. So who you guys pulling for here today? Anybody?
Buddy, are you here? I don't see us live right now.
I see us live. I picked Kyle Larson before Zach did, just to put the record straight.
Oh, like years ago?
Like, we got the timestamp.
I don't remember Jared Kelly being a Kyle Larson fan until 2021.
All right, I'm back.
Let's see.
I remember a certain thing happening in 2021.
I picked him yesterday at 1:58. Zach picked him at 2:02. So 4 minutes separates when I picked him first.
I just don't think he knew who he was until 2021. That's all I'm saying.
I watch practice and I pick who I think has a shot to win.
You've been
so you definitely didn't pick Josh Berry then.
I did not last week, no. And I was at
Jared, tell us about your limited iRacing accomplishments.
My limited?
Yeah. Limited. Hi guys, I'm Jared Kelly. I come and I do one-offs like sometimes when the races are winnable for me.
I don't know. I might be there tomorrow. I might put a show on tomorrow. Who knows?
We're going.
No, I'm on a hot streak on Monday nights, 2 for 2 in the races I've done, and I just try and have a good time while racing. I try and make a show happen.
You're gonna come ruin Owens' streak?
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
You're one of the wins he didn't get in the last 8 starts.
Yeah, he's one of them.
Yeah.
Do we have to start like the Kyle Busch bounty on that?
Straight up. Maybe for David Medina. Zach Panzarella, PRL champion, Truck Series. MRL regular season champion, never champion. Was about to be a 2-time regular season champion, but that's not going to happen anymore. And been iRacing since COVID, like a lot of people out there. And trucks are my specialty. I'm trying to venture out. If anyone was on track with me on Wednesday, you can see how different of a driver I am when I'm not in a truck. But trying to branch out. If I was to branch out right now, I would probably do a next gen. Whenever I'm in those things, I have a lot of fun. And they seem to complement my driving style a little bit more. The Xfinity cars are just so powerful. And I don't know. I feel like it's more like someone like you, Jared, who is more comfortable, loose out and stuff like that, where I like to just kind of be more precise. But yeah, that's my background, and owner of Daily Drivers Inc. and one of the guys in VRN. Dalton, what have you accomplished?
Oh, I got a Truck Series win in that MRL Truck Series.
Gosh.
that series that you said you're not gonna win the regular season championship. That's because I'm gonna overcome the deficit and I'm gonna win it.
I'd love that. It's
next
either
week,
you, me,
so,
or Owens.
Yeah. But yeah, so that'll be fun. We're at Phoenix this week, so yeah.
Yeah, I'm super excited.
Tune in for. I guess will probably be the replay of that. Otherwise, I just do NIS, the official NASCAR iRacing series. Make way too many paint schemes for myself for that.
To the point where I don't even make them anymore.
Yeah,
yeah.
and started, but well, yeah, you wouldn't have time. I would never put that on you. But and then recently ventured out, gonna try to run the super late models and wheel and modifieds in the official series tour over there. Learn the dark arts of short track racing.
Yeah, man, those super late models. I did their Friday night MRL a couple weeks ago. What a fun car! Oh my god, I had so much fun. Like I was so nervous going into it, being like, it's Bristol. We're going to Bristol. So I'm like, of all the tracks to like have to learn a new car on the spot, I was like, I'm probably gonna embarrass myself. When I was practicing, every lap, I was like, can you even spin this car out? Like, I was like trying everything I could to push it harder and harder and harder, and it just kept giving me what I needed. It felt like NASCAR Heat a little bit, or I was just like, this is like easy. You know what I mean? It's a very cool car. I'd recommend that. Like, I went straight from street stocks to trucks because of league racing, but I think I could have learned quite a bit if I had spent some time in super late models in between. It feels like taking the train wheels off a truck, or taking the train wheels off a street stock before you get in the truck. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, those series. Not to say that they're like dead, but I do wish they were more.
Me too.
More people ran those.
Me too. I think it's the tracks. I don't think anyone's trying to run like 5 flags week after week.
It is like I think what it is like it. Yeah, I think people get PTSD from running the main series around short tracks, but
yeah,
then the super late model is a car that's like built for that. So I think it's just overall a much better experience for that kind of racing.
Ryan Blaney looking like 2024 Zach Panzarella in MRL right now with an 8-second lead in the early stages, which if it's anything like 2024 Zach Panzarella means he's not going to win this thing.
Hey, Craigson looking good. Somebody made a joke about him earlier. He's still up in 4th. And Chase Briscoe, I think I picked him on my Fantasy 5.
This is not a good time to be dominating.
I want to wait to see what's going to happen to Bowman because there's no way he's going to be in the top 10.
I think he'll definitely miss.
I don't know. His last name starts with a B.
Jesus.
Wow, look at that. Only 26 on the lead lap. That was
Larson's already wall up the wall, so.
How those people all the lap down already? Everybody pitted.
Speed.
Did everybody pit?
Move your mic a little bit closer to your face, Jane. Talk. There you go. All the way in. All the way in. Pretend like it's. Never mind. It's not here.
Okay. How about that one?
That was good.
Wait.
Look at Jared with the Logitech. Oh wait, did Jared and Buddy have the same headphones?
Hold on, because me and Gene, I see.
Maybe.
I see that stash going.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, it's back.
I think it's going in nice, is it not?
I'm like,
it's no Kevin Kyle stash, but I'm bringing it back.
Buddy, are you able to change the text on the YouTube?
Yes, I was in a rush.
You know where it says live race?
Yes.
I would change it to just live, just in case. I'm just being a paranoid.
What did I put in there?
Why is Larson faded back? Wasn't he like up
He
at
hit the wall, top 5, hard. I would say with Larson, they probably need to.
But he learned shit. He's still up there.
Not rebuild it, but adjust accordingly now. He hasn't pit yet.
Gene, you should know more than anybody. Old habits die hard.
For Kyle?
No, just in general.
Oh yeah.
Like Gene's habit of running in the back of the pack on Sunday mornings.
That's what it is.
Got
a habit.
You know, the
Dude,
Caboose is in important
I think
part
what
of the
changed for
training.
me, I just had to break the habit. I was running 25th every week, and I was like, oh, this is just a habit. Fifth sounds better, and that was all I had to change. No skill change at all.
Maybe I should write a post-it note and put it on my monitor.
Don't be in 25th. Yeah.
Don't
Dude,
be
that was
involved.
scary. When I was next to Dennis, whoa, scared me.
I basically stayed 3 laps down the whole race and finished 16th. There was
Did
that
you have
much
speed?
foolishness.
Like,
at
were
the
you
end.
driving to the field when you were all those laps down?
I was petting my cat. I'm glad there wasn't a camera. I literally brought the cat into my lap and was just.
I filmed myself once racing because it was my championship race in PRL. So I filmed myself with my phone and I watched it back and I was like, yeah, I could never stream. I don't look
faces
good
you
when
make.
I'm racing. I'm like making like this face a lot. Like,
Oh, look
not
at
good.
Cindric loose.
Those are fresh tires, right?
The giraffe. Bubba rubbed him pretty hard. I wonder if that did anything. Bubba gave him the Kevin Harvick pass.
You can't
He
push
cut
them around
their
the
tires.
walls. He's made that very clear. You cannot push them around.
All right, what do you want me to put this title as? Right now I have it as live watch party.
What?
On the live stream for YouTube, I have the title as live watch party at the end.
Oh no, I was saying you know that box where we're showing the thing and it says live race.
Yes.
I would change that to just the word live. I'm not sure like what technology they have to like what they can look up. But no, I think the title was perfect. It was just
All right, there
yep,
we go.
what you just did. Perfect. Yep.
Okay. Hopefully I don't melt down.
I would just
my
be
computer
nitpicking.
because
I'm literally just nitpicking, buddy.
I have 13.
Hey, it's Mrs. Sally, isn't it?
open. Oh yeah, I did fix the camera. The thing that had my camera not working was the one of the scenes in my OBS was using it for some reason.
That happens to me all the time. Like I'll close iRacing after a broadcast when I'm producing, and then all of a sudden no one can hear me, and I'm like, what? It was an OBS thing. All right, I'll be right back.
Nope.
You guys
Jose's
have a way
in
I can
chat
see the
with
race
us.
when I go on my computer.
Do what?
You have a way I can see the race when I get on my computer?
Yeah, in Discord I have that link to video. There's a video room and then there's a video, there's 2 different links. One's to the race and the other one's to the room that we're in.
Oh, okay.
Look at that beautiful Joey shirt. Look at all those Joey shirts.
The only thing with my video thing is since that doesn't support application audio, it won't have any audio with it.
That's not true.
Jose Medina in the chat.
Yeah.
Carne asada tacos. Still had carne asada for the first time last week. Never even heard of it before that. Not a Midwest dish. I think the equivalent to it is a Casey's pizza.
Right. We definitely have plenty of Casey's around here.
Yeah. Kevin didn't know what I was talking about when I said Casey's.
I was trying to explain it to Dennis too one day, and he had no idea what I was talking about. Definitely a Midwest thing. I know whenever I go out of town, anytime I'm getting close to home, I know I'm getting close whenever I start seeing Casey's everywhere.
Yep.
You guys do a bunch of shit they're not interested in. That's why I'm not obsessed about it. But he goes sparse.
Oh, that's fine. I asked them like, "Did you guys share?" I'm like, "No, this is what I want to get." I know.
They were having fun. They wouldn't fun. You're making me feel like just the technician, you can't take it because you started.
Have to be here.
Where's Todd Gilliland at? Oh, no,
There's the question that we all want to know.
Todd Gilliland had exploded in popularity on the VRN broadcasts.
Yeah.
It was rough watching him just putz around at Vegas.
Dalton was there for this, so he can vouch. So you guys know I'm not lying. One of my dumbass drunk friends who doesn't know NASCAR was looking at like the betting odds going into the race last week, and he was like, "Who's Cody Ware?" And I'm like, "All right." And so I tried to explain to him who Cody Ware was, and he couldn't really get a grasp for it. What's up?
No, just I saw Jose in the chat. I had to say.
Oh,
that.
what up, Jose? And so he's like, "Yeah, if I put in $100 and Cody Ware wins, I make $50,000, or I think it was $500,000." And I was like, "Give me the $100, and if Cody Ware wins, I will give you $500,000. Like, I will find a way." I was like, "I'll even double it. I'll give you $1 million if Cody Ware wins the race." Like, you guys would take that bet, right? You'd be the house.
think-
on the Cody Ware
Yeah, I
bet.
think the betting odds would bankrupt the bookies if Cody Ware won.
It isn't possible. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Cool. I'll just switch over to the butt plug mic. Oh, Larson and Reddick. This is starting to feel a little bit like not the cars, but the gaps. I think it's just the track, but like a little bit like Gen 6. Remember like when we used to have these gaps in Gen 6 at everywhere,
Yeah.
at every track? Or like 9 seconds to the leader.
Yeah, and if the race goes like this, it doesn't really make a good cause for a championship race.
Yes and no. I mean, at the same time, man, like, let's just say it's Blaney, Byron, Larson, and Bell. Is the guy who leads is let's say it's Blaney, race for championship. If he wins the race, leading 9 seconds the whole race, is that a bad championship race? Like, I would say no. I'd say it's a great championship race.
Yeah.
Like, don't you want it as legitimate and boring? Like, I am.
Yeah, but I also want a show too.
Yes,
Well, it's like Joey the second season at Phoenix, right? Wasn't that a sleeper?
Yeah, the one where Blaney helped him. Or where Blaney
No,
was
that
the only
was
car
last
I think,
year.
but he wasn't there he wasn't racing for the championship.
No, that was okay. That was 2
No,
years.
last year was they both had a chance. Second one was 2 years before that, where the 22 and the 12 were lights out, but the 12 didn't make it. But yeah, I agree. I don't know. Like, that's also why Phoenix has never really bothered me. The only thing that's bothered me about Phoenix is, to me, it's like it's more of like a setup track. Like, you can see Penske always nailing it. Like, Homestead is a driver's track. You could have, like one guy from Hendrick in the top 3, and someone else from Hendrick in 30th at Homestead.
That's why they need to build something like Kansas.
I love Kansas. Yeah, I think Kentucky's good too. I don't think Kentucky's a bad track. I don't know why.
I don't know. I think you need something that's multi-groove. That, like you
I
said,
think multi-groove is
up
everything.
track.
Multi-groove to where it's even out. I mean, I think even Vegas last week was a good example of that because the top was in and you could get runs there.
Oh, Bell's around.
No way.
Yellow's out.
You're ahead of us, Jared.
Dang.
Do you have the sync point?
I'm easily behind.
We're a lap behind you. Or I was a lap in front when I was live. Larson and Logano not looking good together at all. Oh, and yep, Bell's around. Bell is around. Where's the live thing synced up with? Oh, I'm like way in front of the live feed. I gotta fix that.
Jose is talking about, was asking if Reddick's driving a driver's ink paint scheme, Zach.
Does it look like he is? Oh, because the colors. I appreciate that, Jose.
Speaking of DDI, I thought I'd see a lot more Dalton on Thursday night. I barely saw you, man.
He's a sneaky snake.
Hey, man, listen.
Oh boy. What's this gonna be?
That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Listen.
Fucking got him, Dalton. Fucking got him.
Listen.
I kept getting. Well, I mean, one of my wrecks was my fault, but
Kept getting loose. Like I watched the broadcast and you're always like doing the infield chicane.
Yeah, I got let's see. I think the first time I got loose and spun across like
I agree.
midway or something. And then the second time I got tail whipped by Steve. And then the third time I just didn't realize I was 4 wide and the whole time.
It's kind of hard to realize you're 4 wide in the fucking inside. I don't want to go into that.
I had a good time on Thursday. It was
I'm sure you did. Sure you did. I was gonna beat you. It wasn't gonna be close.
whatever. It was gonna be close. If it stayed green,
Would have been close, but you would have lost.
I don't know. I had your teammate working with me.
Exactly. If Patrick is inexplicably helping you, your ass is gone. You would have been. I would have left you laps.
He liked what he saw.
Yeah. Yeah. Literally, when that wreck happened, I was like, I don't know who I'm more mad at right now. Like, I was like, Dodson just wrecked me under caution. Alex Tillman took my teammate 4 wide, and my other teammate was helping out Jared Kelly. I was like,
Ryan
what
Blaney just litter.
Yes.
You just throw a water bottle out?
Debris caution.
Not my
Wasn't
driver.
actually Bill.
Not my driver.
All right, lights are back on the pace car.
Yeah, I'm seeing
We're not going
Medina
green this
4 wide.
time.
Yeah, you know all about that, Jose, don't you? You know all about your teammate taking other teammates 4 wide when you're racing for a win.
After that stop, maybe a little bit off the wall. It was harder.
Yeah, Jared, come back over. I can't wait to beat your ass again.
It was easier.
Where are you guys at this week?
Good question. Oh, Rockingham, don't come, please. Don't come.
Probably like
Okay.
late center.
That's my favorite track. And then we're gonna Watkins Glen, so don't come there either.
Oh wait, you guys go to a road course?
Yeah, we have the Glen in the playoffs. Honestly, I don't think I'm gonna win the Glen, so if you want to come hang out, I actually wouldn't really mind.
Here, give me your login info. I'll drive for you.
Oh, 1,000%. 1,000%.
Just don't let anybody
Can I qualify it since you clearly don't know how to do that? I'll qualify it, and I'm like, all right, go, 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 go.
I'm really pushing the luck here. I went ahead and turned on all the spotter radios and team radios onto the broadcast to see if we get the wrist slap here.
Ryan Blaney in the pits. Does this win the 12 ruins the race?
The reason I'm saying that is not only was it not working for us, and we were losing quite a bit in 1 and 2, but it wasn't working for anybody.
Wow, look at that gap Blaney had because of that lead he had.
And he was able to tip in to the
Remember when Kyle Larson used to do it all the time? Those are the days.
So he was the only one that it seemed like it was working for, and we were just trying to race those.
All right, so during the end of the stage, I'll do the diecast thing I always do, but I'll also bring up the Bowman diecast so you guys can all see what we're giving away.
Okay, was he lifting earlier?
I got a diecast when I was in Vegas.
No,
I got the race diecast because I always do that. I always recommend that. It helps out your local track. If you guys ever go to a NASCAR race, get the race 164. It's a fun little souvenir. So I got
They
that.
gave it to us for free for camping.
No way. Like for everybody? Like that's part of the package?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. How did Kyle get that spot, by the way? Or Kevin, sorry. How did Kevin get that spot? Because I go to Sonoma every year too, and they have those inside the fucking track. Since it's a road course, legitimately, it's I'm not kidding, RV, and then 5 feet behind the RV is concessions. Can you imagine how good of a life that is? So I met one of them once, and I asked them, I was like, how do you what does this cost, and how do you get this? And they're like, the cost is not the problem. They're like, we've had this for 20 years. My dad gave me this spot. It's been carried on from generation to generation.
Yeah, because they come up and they always want you to renew for the next year or the next race.
Must have been $8 grand for that spot.
Something like that. I think it was 5. I think.
I mean, every ticket's included, right? So you're there for Thursday through Sunday.
Yeah.
You're there. You don't have to drive anywhere.
Yeah, and you don't have to buy food at the track.
There's a Walmart at the track, right? Or
Vegas?
Yeah, Phoenix has a Walmart on site.
Oh, Vegas doesn't know.
Doesn't that track needs work. We sat in the Richard Petty. No, yeah, Dalton, Richard Petty, or was it Earnhardt?
Earnhardt was turn 4.
Yeah, we sat in the exit of 4, and I kid you not, man. Like, so
Marked and Petty.
right, yeah, and you probably don't see this from where you were, Jared. But so the way they do it at Vegas is the middle grandstands are like the grandstands, and then the right is Richard Petty, and the left is Dylan.
Yeah, because we were on the front. Like I walked the front stretch and everything.
Okay, Petty and Earnhardt, zero fucking concessions. The
Yeah.
second you are out of that main section, which is fucking probably like what 50 sections, it's not very much at all. No water, no food, no anything. You would think the track isn't open. You would think there's just people who broke in to watch a NASCAR race. Like,
Yeah.
it's the most unbelievably inexcusable bullshit I've ever seen. And then my friend who was with me, he's like, I'm going to get us a beer and some water. He comes back, and he just has a bunch of beers. And he's like, they don't have any water, and they don't have any Powerade. Like, that is so bad. So Vegas, get your shit together. Horrible, horrible track facility.
One's closing. Now 3 mid. 3 mid.
Because, yeah, if you get the chance, Jared, if you make a trip back down here,
Still 3 mid.
go to
3 with
Phoenix.
you. That's your
When you
help.
go to Phoenix, you quickly understand why they got the championship race.
Low right now.
Yeah.
Inside.
It was a.
Inside, he's there. 3 mid again. 3 trying to get outside. That's 4. Your second one up.
You know, one cool
Kansas.
thing the Vegas track does is they let you go there during the holiday season, and they decorate the whole track with Christmas lights. It's pretty
Yeah.
sweet.
So Phoenix, you get to drive the track with your own car.
Kansas, they
Yeah,
let
they
you.
did that here too.
They let
Yeah.
you bring your own cooler at Kansas.
3 top. Nothing your lane.
Isn't that a South thing? Isn't every South track that way?
Open in front.
Kansas isn't south.
Good down. Half.
It all is to us.
Inside down.
Like,
Inside 40.
once you were past, like,
Even.
Utah, you're the South.
By 2 to the 43.
The only thing that I don't like about the team radio stuff is how far ahead it is to like the actual
Kansas?
race.
Yeah, I think so. I think the radios are actually like spot on for what's
What?
actually
Yeah.
happening.
5 wide into
Oh,
one there.
dang it. Oh, they were going to be 5 wide.
Green flag.
Off at 2.
Is this a shootout?
Track.
Yes.
Larson misses another restart.
They
5
only got
wide.
3 left into the
three.
stage.
5 left. Gregson up the track.
Gregson missed a shift.
Something's wrong with Gregson.
He missed a shift.
Is it Greg or Greg?
Greg. I say Greg.
Greg. Larson shoots the inside below.
Oh,
Oh! Bowman and Blaney.
Coming to 1 more. 2 in front, 5 to the 16.
I don't know if I've ever seen Bowman and Blaney race each other.
4 out back.
Byron.
2 to the 16. Split seam with you.
Kyle Larson doing Kyle Larson things. Let's fucking go.
Behind at the wall, all ahead.
I saw that.
Coming to 1 more.
What
all
Blaney
in
Diecast
front,
do you want to show
5
off
behind.
when he wins the stage?
Coming back to the green
Oh!
checker. 2 in front. By quarter inside 22. Inside on the line. Nothing with 22. Go by 3 to the 11. Building is running.
It is stage 1, Kyle.
C14 right here.
Bowman butchers that. This is all Blaney. He's gone.
They're all good here.
Oh, man.
In line. Good job. By
Did you hear that about Gregson?
For stage 1. Back it down. How's your car there? I don't know. It's a little bit hard to tell. I think it was turning it better, but I had cleaner air. Better with that change.
Look at all those lines. What a racetrack.
Clear to fire off.
I really wish Homestead on iRacing race like it does in real life.
Alright,
Dude, it races like old Atlanta now.
Put 4 tires on it. Reset the pressure. See what we got.
yeah. They need to somehow get it to where it's like Kansas.
Yeah, because I know, which it's been a
Yeah,
while
like that
since
southwestern
I-
track, Kansas.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna
it's been a while
use some
since
air
I've been on
pressure here to
Homestead, but I
put a
know
little grip
before
on
you
that
could
side.
pretty much
let
just,
you
as
go work
long
on it.
as you stuck it to the white line on the bottom,
The 47
your tires
will
wouldn't
off
fall
early.
off. If you guys don't remember my MRL last season with the way Homestead played out.
Oh, I remember.
I only
think-
remember when it was Medina, you, and then me.
You can get real Homestead in this track. It's all conditions.
Yeah.
All right. I will come back with the Blaney diecast. I'm gonna come back with our 1-2, boys, because that's the one we're giving away. All right. Be right back. I got so much Blaney. That's Aaron's favorite driver.
Last season in MRL on Monday night, I shifted the whole entire race and just stuck to the bottom. Never had an issue where I was loose or anything like that. Like a lot of people were fighting.
Yeah. About to bring out the diecast that I got at Vegas. Kyle Busch signed.
Yeah.
Met him. Also got a T-shirt signed by him and Brexton. So that T-shirt will be worth something when Brexton goes somewhere.
Right.
And it's funny that Brexton doesn't have like a signature. It's just like full on like how you expect a 10-year-old to write his name.
Yeah. Just kinda
Like
writing
he's
it
got
out.
it. He's got his like hand on it, stretching it out. He like did it the B like twice and everything.
Yeah.
Like in the back of my head, it's like, come on, Kyle, train your kid.
I know. All right, boys, you ready? Are you ready?
I think so.
Yeah.
If I said no, you just keep going.
I'm gonna stay on. Shut up. Shut up. I'm gonna stay on theme with 2 weeks ago. You remember the William Byron one?
Uh-huh.
Look at this work of art. The scales. Shout out Kobe.
Mama.
Signed by Blaney himself. Oh, this is an in-person signature too. Yeah. Ryan Blaney, by the way. I don't know if we've talked about this yet. Nice NASCAR drivers. Nicest guy ever. Ryan Blaney is so cool. So, everyone else, dude, good luck. One of the best looking paint schemes ever made. Bonus points. Who remembers what happened to him in this race? Or where it was?
Is that Auto Club? I know that.
Okay, Jared's right. What happened?
Didn't he like blow a tire, run out of fuel or something?
Yup, he was running second place and blew a tire. Jared gets a t-shirt. Car's car. You guys own any of these? Ryan inside Laney.
No, I don't.
Pretty cool. This was like a thing. We had Ryan sign this as well. He laughed when we handed this to him. He was like, forgot about this. Really cool. But yeah, that's a fun little one. And then, oh, we got a good amount of people watching right now. Cool. This is the grand prize. Y'all ready to see it? I think I've shown this. I think I showed this last week. I'm pretty sure I did, or 2 weeks ago. But let's do it again. This is what you're gonna win for the grand prize.
Yeah, man, we'll make a note.
You got the Hendrick hologram there. So that's like the COA. And there it is. And if you're not a fan of the next gens and the forward number, this is a Gen 6 nationwide. This is the fun era of Alex Bowman's career, where everyone's like, "Oh, it's like Dale Jr." and they're like, "No, it's not. It's not." But yeah, this is the grand prize, or part of the grand prize, I should say. We also have a Terra Labonte. I don't know why I keep saying it like it's like 2 words. A Terra Labonte autograph card. I'll bring back the sheet metal later so you guys can see what that looks like. But yeah, subscribe to this channel. Win yourself some free diecasts. And yeah, like I said, we are still going to be selling mystery boxes. I don't think I'm going to sell one-off diecasts, just because it's not really worth it. But yeah, check us out. We're still selling a lot of mystery boxes, and this is a good example of something that'd be included in like our Young Guns box. You pay like $60, I think $70, and this would be one of the items, which is worth about like something like 70 or 80. So yeah, fun stuff. Whether or not all you guys are diecast collectors, you're gonna be by the time this is all over. Whether or not you want to be, it's not up to you.
3, 2, 1. Right here, 4 tires. Second gear, 7 red, all the way, all the way. Right, all the way down here.
Wow.
7 all the way down. At your mark now. And good.
Oh. Jose Medina, did you see what he posted in chat? He said, no NASCAR questions, I'm Mexican.
So do you don't think Daniel Suarez knows anything?
Not to piss you off, Zach, but to piss you off, I also got this one.
Ooh, Auto Club.
Second gear, all yellow.
The
I was there for
chrome
that one.
finish and everything.
That is beautiful.
Trevor, take the rear off. Let's look at the toe link.
It's the race to win one, so it's got like the tire decal and everything, where you see like the wear and everything.
Very cool. Is that the standard or the elite?
This is the elite.
So the bottom comes off? Is that a thing?
You're clear.
I think if I unscrewed it, it would.
Yeah, I've heard the bottom, like the diffuser comes off.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, Barry and Logano. Oh my God.
Where's Gene?
Kyle Larson clipped Barry coming out of his stall.
Oh!
Logano was there and 2 for
That
1
was
special.
Larson.
Sweepers in the box will probably be middle 1 and 2 when you come back. Just take care of it all the way here.
How long does it take for him to mention pitting outside your box?
Working on this thing.
Yeah.
We'll get the balance right for you. Sorry it's taking so long, but we'll
How cool! How crazy was what Briscoe did last week?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, not much Larson could have done about
I
that.
don't think so.
I like that pencil scheme this year.
That's right.
Good looking scheme.
I hate every Pennzoil scheme.
That,
What about Blaney's?
that I was still
It's different.
under speed at the end of the pit lane. I think I might have.
How funny it'd be if Logano and Barry were next to each other, staring at each other. That way, like one backwards, one forwards, and Barry's just like, that would have been so funny.
Is that not the first time we've ever seen 2 cars pitting backwards at the same time?
That may be the first. I mean, last time was the first time we've ever seen a car pit and then pit in their teammates' box right afterwards.
Yeah, I feel like that. I don't know. I've been watching for a long time, and I can never remember 2 cars facing the wrong way simultaneously.
I forgot Tony was here, honestly.
No, my son finally went to sleep, so I'm throwing some stuff in the crock pot, and then I'll be able to join for a minute.
Yeah, my thing is just update now.
That was interesting. So both wrecks so far have been in pit lane, besides Bell.
Oh no, Kevin's doing that. Kevin's in a chat with Michael Benton and Ricky Mandela, and he's sharing his screen, and I just see my car next to Ricky Mandela's in like the preview for it.
No.
I should join. I should just hop in there and be like, "What are you guys doing?"
Hey guys, what are we talking about?
Oh, that was so weird today being back on the track. I was
Oh,
not
dude, you
ready
did a good
for
job.
it. I wasn't even gonna do anything or be there.
Run in 34.
But I was awake and I figured, what the heck?
Yeah, 10-4. Well, it's another
Racing
good
tomorrow, buddy.
Hopefully it works.
No, I gotta work, but I'll be there the next week at Chicagoland. That'll be a fun one with those guys.
1 and 2 you did in the second lap. 3 and 4 you did.
I'll probably end up dead in it though.
Yeah, 1 and 2 can.
That's how I felt about
Both ends
joining
the first
Thursday.
lap,
I was like,
and
I'm
then
gonna
1
get
and 2.
freaking killed.
Not 3 and 4.
Just hasn't happened yet.
All right, choose this time.
I thought it was gonna happen, and then
We're
Zach
running
just
the
ran
back
out of talent and spun himself on a
stayed out
caution
here.
lap.
That's the leader.
Oh man.
You're not even worth a response to that.
You used up all your talent with the sports cars and the go-karts.
We just took the bottom.
You used it all up.
2 top. 3.
So I know today during the
I have more
BRL
leftover
race,
talent than you have in your entire body, Jared.
Oh yeah.
there was almost an incident where I almost completely, absolutely destroyed Kevin while we were pacing around under caution because I couldn't.
Okay, the 71 and the 43 will come top. You'll drag Suarez in your beer. Get your tools right.
the thing must be
We
just
did not
talking
hit
about
3/4 of the way down that straightaway.
pit road stuff last week. But anyways, the
Bottom lane.
it was under caution.
truck,
I
watch
was
your
just
speed.
rolling through there smooth as can be. Couldn't figure out how fast I was going, and David Owens told me to hit the P button on my keyboard. And I'm looking down looking for this P key that I had to hit to bring up my speed, and all of a sudden I have a face full of Kevin's rear.
What in the flying hell is happening in the pits?
Everyone's going backwards.
Here, you got the 20 on your tail. He's got the 44.
Who is that stupid bastard?
Is this the
Not
Jeep
Harrison
from
Burton.
outside Atlanta?
Not
They
Harrison
call
Burton.
him. They call him Young Money.
It'll be about 40 laps apiece. That last
Watch
run
your
was
fucking mouth,
pretty
Dalton.
much the same, so about the same laps you went. Coming to
That's
it.
what they call him.
It's my boyfriend you're talking about.
Behind you. Your lane start finish line. Pace cars off. 10 away. 5. Ready.
I was going to put sweet tea in the cup,
ready,
but now I think it's going to be something a little bit, a little more bite.
So one ahead of the 47, just one inside. Line now.
I'm ready
Still
for another
top of three
disappointing
now, top of three.
race.
Top of
I'm
3,
an
one.
edgy
Unbelievable.
geek.
No,
He's
it
in
was
the
that
jar of
stupid
chocolate
son of
milk.
a...
2 inside, 1 out.
You did it, Jared. You
Inside,
did
one
it.
out.
You went to chocolate milk. I'm proud of you.
All clear.
I
Just one
did.
outside.
And it's a
Just one outside. Just one
glass
outside.
bottle,
Inside
too.
21, come with a big run here.
I'm proud of you, my friend.
Bottom. Middle of 3.
Premium stuff.
The one thing that I can see here is the track
Still middle.
map,
Clear
or
high
the
behind
track
the 10.
map must be
Back middle
pretty
of 3.
close to
Middle
actual
of 3. Still middle of 3.
what's happening with the team radios,
Still
because it
middle of
seems
3.
like those two are connected
Still middle.
together way better than
Still middle.
what the actual
Still middle.
broadcast through Fox
Still middle.
is.
Just those two by 3 out back. Still middle of 3.
Freaking idiot.
NASCAR just needs to do it themselves. That way everything's timed together.
Just one
No,
outside.
that's the last thing you
Middle
want
of 3
NASCAR
now.
to do is
Middle
do
of 3.
something themselves.
Straight
Still middle of 3.
up.
Just one outside.
God,
Just
it's
one
down to the
outside.
truth.
I don't know. They can probably
Outside, just
control
a
the
20.
cameras better than Fox
Clear behind
can.
by 1 to the top. By 1 to the 22.
They can't
Also
even
that.
control their drivers.
Inside 22.
It makes it exciting.
Facts.
Still inside very bottom. 2 back to the top. 34. So by 1 to the top.
I'm not happy. I'm not happy.
By 134 in line. So half bottom. Trying to go inside. Inside.
Green flag.
Just a 34. Very bottom. By 5
I think a
out back.
sleeper pick for this race would have been AJ Allmendinger.
No, I wouldn't have said that going in, but you're not wrong now.
Well, no, he's
Everyone
had 3 straight top 10s at this racetrack.
No, I know, and I forget how raw talented he is in terms of just like it's. I mean, like I think you see the road course guys be fast at the guys who just the raw talent guys, and that's AJ. You know.
From the 43 here. Be ready to block. You're going down. You're good. You're good for the middle here.
That's why Hocevar is fading.
Raw talent like Josh Berry just fucking turning guys in the pit.
Still there. Still
He
there.
got
still
turned.
there.
Barry got turned.
4 off him is the 9. Just the 16. At the fence 16. Even with the 77 at the wall. Still there 77.
Well, you were wondering
Hold
about
with the
Bowman. Look where he
77.
is now. Wow.
3 back to the fence. 2 to
Bowman the
16.
showman.
Got the run. 2, 1, half. Staying up by 1. Staying up by 2.
Oh, really? IndyCar on Fox having technical
All track.
difficulties? No way.
No, you don't say.
4 in front of both. 6 out back.
I was trying to I was thinking about switching between the two, but I don't want to sync up every time.
1 back to the bottom half. Inside bumper barely 16. Very bottom. Wash. You're clear. All in front. You're the run. Bad corner behind. Tight front. 4 in front of the 77.
Oh.
5 in front. 10.
Oh, I was right in front of Gilliland.
No,
210s.
he's already been wrecked today.
Dude,
That's-
did you hear what they just said? They're welcoming us from IndyCar because no one's watching IndyCar anymore because of the technical difficulties.
2's going to go with him by half.
That's
Also,
so bad.
they're not watching IndyCar anymore.
By half entry.
That's just wild. They just told, the producers just told Mike Joy, say hi from IndyCar because that means they're seeing the numbers go up right now. That is crazy.
Still inside.
That's so bad for IndyCar, bro. That's so bad.
Store.
Yeah.
Bumper pulling you back.
Straight up.
Nothing with 2. Still bumper. Clear. All clear. Lane up by 2. Entry by 2.
I know, I agree. And they're at Thermal right now?
Still 3 up by
Yeah,
2.
they're at Thermal right now, yeah.
By 2 exit.
They
by
allowed
half,
fences here.
by 1.
Yeah, they
by
did.
half, still square.
He said it'd be really rich.
Quarter. Inside. Even. Still nothing with the 2. You got loose there, keeping him pinned down. Still door.
Trying to fix the VRN Instagram right now.
Well, Gregson, host of our
70
action.
to go. 70 to go. Three back up top 35.
Oh no, I got it. I parked it somewhere. Mm-hmm.
Out there even, 2 lanes up.
I think I did. I'm almost positive I parked it.
It's a lot of yellow cars together.
Bumper.
It's like the black and red ones.
Yeah.
Stage.
Fucking black and red cars, bro.
I'm glad I changed my paint
Outside
scheme
at 22.
to blue because I was that black Pennzoil scheme last week. There'd have been 6.
That was the problem.
Still up there.
What did I?
Oh, he was
did-
the black and yellow one when he
By 1.5
in
to
the
2
race.
wide in your mirror.
No, I was blue in the race.
All clear.
Oh, I saw the black and yellow one.
I updated it right before the race, like right before qualifying.
That's
Two
why
41 all the way
it
to
didn't
top.
update.
I waited till the last second, but on the broadcast, I think it was.
Yeah, because if you like do it while you're in a session, it doesn't change it for
Inside at
everybody
41. Run the
until
middle
the
underneath you.
session gets
Even
opened
with
I
again.
should have told everybody hit Control R
You got the
or
wall
shift,
behind.
shift to R. Come on,
Inside, clear, clear.
just so you can see my car color.
By 1.5.
Look at Ty Gibbs with another monumentally mediocre
Full.
showing.
Quarter. Clear.
That's the frustrating thing is Ty Gibbs will never be put in the situation where like, hey, you need to perform or we'll boot you.
I mean, if he keeps this up, I
I don't know.
man.
Maybe he should be demoted to legacy and put John Hunter in the 54.
Fear behind him. Fear behind him.
I don't know if John Hunter is any better than Ty Gibbs.
I don't know. Just you could keep Ty Gibbs in the
Still
Toyota
nothing with
camp.
them by 4 to the mid to 16.
Yeah.
All clear by 3.
I mean, you're not wrong. I don't know. Like, what has John Hunter done in Cup?
Gonna be super aggressive.
He needs all of those Xfinity and truck starts.
I mean, he's a playoff driver right now.
He needs
John Hunter's a playoff driver right now.
Who is?
John Hunter.
John Hunter Nemechek.
Is he really?
Mhm.
That's insane.
They don't just let anybody have a Backstreet Boys car. Come on.
No, you're right.
2.5 to the 45. You got a quick hold back here. 1 to the 45. He's there. Outside.
Yeah, and Stenhouse had all American beer.
All right, the VRN Instagram is officially changed over.
Is
So
officially
at
changed.
it's not Vortex Diecast anymore. So at Vortex Racing Network on Instagram, follow us up. Leave a comment. Get yourself an extra entry. I will say right now it's going to be hard to beat Jose Medina. Up in the comments, interacting.
Blowing it up.
Oh, Gene, you're still here, right? Yeah. Jose just said that was an awesome reaction when Kevin Kyle got destroyed today.
Oh,
Hey, at
my.
least he didn't get T-boned.
You did it perfectly. Well, at least you didn't get hit by anything. Right when you said that, I was like, oh, no, poor Kevin.
All clear.
It was just like the Suarez wreck with Busher rolling over.
Yup. Everyone's out of Aaron. Hi, Aaron.
30s right here.
Just-
Try to get your target.
Or what time you cut
Let me see. You're actually already pretzeling on screen.
That's pretzels.
Yeah, great pretzels.
12.
5 or 3 people chose Larson?
Still by 3.
I didn't know Buddy did too. Wait, Buddy's favorite driver is Kyle Larson?
Here, 1 lane off. Clear.
He just wants to be you so bad, and Tony wants to be me so bad.
I get that. I would want to be me if I wasn't me, for sure.
Yeah, we all want to be Mean Gene.
We do. Logano fan?
I wish I could wear sunglasses inside.
Still by 4 to the 5.
His ring light's too bright.
Door. You got tight.
Oh my god, look at that rig behind me and Gene.
Bumper. 5 has a big run.
Look at that rig.
2 to the 5, still even. By 1.
That could be part of the problem.
Went with you,
For
half,
just
fading up,
$99,
to the 5,
this
still
too
one.
could be yours.
Clear all round. Still by 3
Worth
to the
every
5.
penny.
Yeah,
With
just
a
that
run
Logitech?
live
by
authentically.
2, still lane up 1. Still
Is
lane
that
up
G90
1,
me, Gene?
half,
Do what?
quarter,
Is that a Logitech?
still quarter to the 5, then
Oh,
again
yeah.
4 to 19.
Nice.
Inside the 5.
Good wheel. Good wheel.
We need to get Gina bigger,
Still open,
like a
still
larger
inside the
wheel,
5.
like a 15.
Yeah, I will say, like when I moved over to Fanatec
Still there.
and
Just
feeling
short
that
side
wheel,
up
like
here.
the size of it,
Still
was
there.
jarring
Still
at
out there,
first.
quarter.
But man, it's nice.
Clear to the top. 4 trying to
I mean,
roll
look at
out.
Dalton, fucking
You're good.
as good as me, if not better, on the same exact wheel.
I don't know. Look at Dalton on
Good
Thursday.
job there. He's still way on the wall.
What are you on, Jared?
Huh?
What do you use? What's your rig?
I use a Fanatec. It's the Club
Same.
Sport 2.5.
The 8, whatever.
To the 1 in your lane.
I don't use the direct drive or any. I still use the Club Sport. I just like how it's on a belt.
Both.
I thought
It's
Club Sport
like-
was direct drive. Is it not?
No, it's belt driven.
Oh.
Team on the 12,
My
bottom on
Thrustmaster
the
was well
2.
driven. I didn't feel a big difference besides Thrustmaster. The wheel wobbled
Majority of our time at
so
3 and
much.
4 right now.
Yeah.
I didn't give a fuck about the force feedback. I just wanted a wheel that didn't wobble.
Still out there. Still even.
I have every once in a while have to tighten up the wheel to the actual
Yeah,
release.
the thing. I've made the habit before I go green. Pretty much every restart, I just adjust that real quick, just like a peace of mind thing, you know.
Yeah.
Clear. 1 of 3
But
Is it
I just
blue?
like the,
half.
I just like the belt stuff because it's just like what I have in the dirt car with a belted power steering pump and everything.
Ah. Genuinely never thought about that. Didn't Larson start this in 5th and now he's in 11th?
I don't know. No, I thought Larson struggled a bit in qualifying.
No, I meant the this run, not this race.
Oh.
He did start this run.
Outside 4, 1 lane.
You're correct about that.
Still outside 1 lane. Working momentum here. 2 off to the
I don't
45.
How did Hamlin get to second place?
Clear about 2 to the 45.
Hamlin's a sleeper here. He wants the championship to come back
All
here.
clear.
Is
Yeah, he
that
does. You're not wrong.
Jose is asking for the Instagram info again?
Back to the middle here.
At Vortex Racing Network,
To your core
same as the
side.
YouTube.
Go there. Off of 4.
Most recent post will be the giveaway flyer.
Man, Bubba Wallace ain't playing today.
Free mid.
Bubba's not playing this season, dude. Bubba's been so good. He was so good in Vegas. I didn't see what happened because we were there. But it looked like he had
Even up.
some car issues at Vegas because that 23 was quick.
Quarter.
He was in the same wreck as Blaney.
Still outside.
Oh, was he? Okay.
Stood there.
What was that like from your perspective, Jerry? Because you were like right fucking there.
Quarter 40 back.
Like you just see him
Still there. 1 to the
push
3.
up out of 2 and then like
And like,
it's
yeah, we
kind
were
of like
like,
an
we
yeah,
just thought
it's kinda
smoke.
like-
smoke.
yeah.
Up by 1.
It's just kind of like iRacing where everyone panics when they see
Mhm.
smoke.
It was 1 wreck and then 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if they hadn't thrown the caution for Stenhouse, there was a completely separate wreck that had nothing to do with that one.
Yeah.
By 1.
Look at those runs in the top that Kyle Larson gets. That's crazy. I love that.
Short. Back bottom. South of the 130, looking low inside. Inside.
Oh yeah, Suarez did come in second place last week.
Still 3 middle.
Yeah, I didn't really want Suarez to win.
Still
I
out
really
there.
wanted Barry
The
to hold him
fastest
off.
door.
Yeah, sorry, Jose.
Bumper clear. Still inside to 38.
I
It
don't
was
know.
fun.
I think
Suarez had his ass beat. I'm not gonna lie.
The one coming to us, still inside to 38.
I don't know. I think Josh Berry can be consistent in the
3
playoffs.
lanes up by 2. Just you in the 60.
I think Josh Berry's really good.
45.
I don't think that. I mean, everyone knows that. It's like Josh Berry is a really talented driver. One thing I forgot about, and it didn't hit me until honestly the race was over. I used to go to Vegas all the time. And the last time I went to Vegas, which I want to say like 3 or 4 years ago, 2022. So three years ago, Josh Berry won the Xfinity race. You think about Josh Berry as like a Martinsville type of guy, but I forgot that when it comes to cookie cutters, he like, I don't know what it is, but he loves Las Vegas. I bet he had that one circled.
Alright, copy that. Same brake pressure, just do it a little later in the 3. Probably help you out a little bit.
Where'd Logano go? Did that
Lose the majority of your
contact
time
really
off.
fuck him?
Yeah, he's in
Similar
the back.
comments in front.
With Barry too, huh? Both people involved in that.
Bell's
Yeah,
back
Well,
there.
Well, it said Barry moved up 12 spots. I think.
Barry's at
Logano-
21, which is, I mean, fine.
Up 2 to the 21.
I wonder if Barry is approaching these things a little bit more differently with that win.
doing good.
They still haven't fixed that Zane Smith number. They're still green in the middle of the 8. Jesus.
Anybody watch F1?
Yeah, I did. I couldn't sleep last night. I was working on the website, so I watched it. What a thriller.
Dude, like 3 people got DQ'd too after the fact.
Yeah. Did you hear
Both
about that?
Ferraris.
Both Ferraris DQ'd. Lewis was too low.
It was a skid plate infraction.
Yeah. And they also DQ'd was it Gasly?
Yeah, it was Gasly.
Gasly, not DQ'd. You can take the DQ out of the Lewis, or you can take the DQ out of, I guess, Mercedes, but you can't take the DQ out of Lewis Hamilton.
It looks like it's going to be like probably the most interesting, like field wide, like the most interesting season.
100%.
Like a while.
I was talking to my friend about that this morning, and I was saying, like, it feels like for the first time since I've started like religiously watching F1 again, that the track is going to matter a lot wherever we go. Like, I feel like we're going to go a certain place. We're going to go to Monza and be like, oh, this is Ferrari. We're going to go to like China, like we did yesterday, and be like, okay, this is McLaren's time. I love that. I love that. To where it's, you can kind of like, I think there's enough to where the drivers can make up for what we saw yesterday. But I think there's 3, maybe 4 teams who can win any given weekend.
I mean, like I think obviously like McLaren's going to be the one to beat pretty much everywhere, but like I don't like that could change at any point.
Yeah,
you know.
And one more thing about, I'm not sure. Do you guys follow F1? Like enough, Jared and Buddy and
yeah, I'm in a fantasy league. I won my fantasy league last year.
Okay, so amongst the Harrison Burton line, it wasn't Sergio Perez, was it?
I don't know, because that car is on rails for Max. It's built around Max.
And I've loved how for the past 5 years, Red Bull has been like, no, it's not built around Max. It's an easy to drive car. It's versatile. It's like, just shut the fuck up. Like, there's never ever been, I think ever, but definitely since I've been watching, anything close to the differential between the two cars on a team. Nothing close to it. Like Lance Stroll can keep up with Alonso better than people can keep up with Max Verstappen. Like, something is horribly wrong on that Red Bull team. And like, now I'm starting to get annoyed because I'm like, now I'm starting to realize you've ruined a few careers. Like, for real. Like, Perez wasn't that bad. Albon is just now recovering from what you did to him. And we quickly realized how good he was, and that was you guys. And then still no one learned. And then talked about that shit on Perez, and like he was an idiot. And now we're watching Liam Lawson, who everyone was deep-throating him going into the season, and he looks worse than all of them.
Yeah, I think Yuki should have been in the car.
I 1000% agree. I think Red Bull needs to fucking finally understand you just want a second person. Stop ruining great drivers' careers and putting in drivers that are going to look bad in that car who would be better off elsewhere. Put a Yuki in there. Yuki's never going to be a race winner, in my opinion. He's a number 2. Put Yuki in there.
And yeah, I mean, with every other F1 team, the number 1 guy happens naturally.
What's up?
When you watch F1 and it's all these 2-car teams, they really do look identical, and it kind of just shows you like whoever is, getting ahead, they're probably just a better driver. And that criticism is rough with a team like Red Bull, though, because they do seem to be so far apart. But I don't know. I feel like maybe Max is just that good. Like, maybe Max could be faster in another car.
But you definitely could not convince me that Piastri and Lando Norris are driving the same race car. There's no fucking way. Those guys are driving different race cars. They look the same, but they're built around each driver's style. Red Bull was all in on Max, and they just tell the other guy, you're driving Max's car. Deal with it. We've put so much into Max, we don't have time to build a second car. And that's the difference. Like, you throw Liam Lawson on McLaren, he's not Piastri, but he's probably not that. He's definitely not that. He's definitely not a 20th place car.
No, yeah. I don't know.
Difference. Like, dude, like, oh, here we go. We're pitting. There's barrels there, guys. There's sand in there.
Oh yeah, I hate pit entry at this track. I think it's
Larson
so
knows all about that.
Not me. Someone hit him in front of me, and yep.
Kyle and Not would know about the barrels.
Yeah,
about
Kyle. Kyle's
You
the
know.
go-to barreler.
Dude, Bubba Wallace is driving a fish.
Yeah, because it's
A
at
full-on
Columbia.
fish.
It's the
Those cars-
same. It's the same paint scheme Joey was running today.
Ah. Joey's a bitch, though. He doesn't count. Here comes Blaney. Thoughts on the Dent Wizard scheme?
It looks a lot like that.
Chase Elliott.
Like it, well, it's almost like a another iteration of almost like the Kobe Bryant purple and yellow.
Mm. Yeah, I can see that. Don't know why that Universe car needed yellow.
How about Hamlin's progressive sponsorship?
I think it's just really impressive how well the 11 team has recovered from losing FedEx. Like, extremely impressive. Not one-off sponsors and recognizable companies.
Are we gonna get the Jamie and Hamlin commercials now?
I'm down with it. They look a lot alike, if we're being honest. Look at that.
Like simplicity isn't bad in some cases, and I think progressive car shows that.
I agree with that. I also really like how the logo starts on the nose of the car and goes up to the hood. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still iffy. Like that's something I wouldn't have. Like I would have done the doors and the rear the same, but the hood I don't think I would have done that way.
I am always like, when it comes to paint schemes, I'm a huge proponent of things where I'm like, I wouldn't have done that, but I'm glad someone did. You know what I mean? I like when people do new things and push, just introduce new stuff to, especially like this car kind of still feels like a blank template where people I don't fully realize how much they can do with this, Yeah. I'm sure you felt the same way, Jared. Like, I wasn't a big proponent, no one was, of the push-up numbers. But the second I got on Photoshop with it, I was like, oh, now I get it. This is sick,
Yeah, but I like how my sponsors, they go from behind the number all the way to the fuel pickup hole.
Yeah. It's,
just
oh
like,
my God.
just like progressive. Like, my Aeromotive logo is just how, like, progressive is set up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a quick plug for that. Whoever wins that giveaway, Jared is quite the designer. Are you gonna even spec that bit for him?
Yeah, I'll spec that bit.
Oh, you guys heard it here first.
As long as it's not too complicated.
Too.
Oh, Suarez. I'm probably
It's
still
only a matter of time. Hamlin pitting.
Yeah, I'm like 15 seconds ahead of you.
Yeah, Hamlin is pitting. They go so slow on the bottom. Sometimes it looks like they're pitting when they're not. It's crazy.
I think they should have put Ant Flow across the hood of that car.
Look at that driving.
Oh, there goes Flores.
Oh!
Peligro.
At least he didn't hit the barrels.
He probably spun out avoiding the barrels.
He's totally getting fired at the end of the year.
Oh, yeah. Pitbull isn't here to save him anymore.
I think that's
it's kind of like the
only got a year.
It's like the Yuki at Visha Cash App. Like, Honda's leaving at the end of this season, so Yuki's probably gone after this year too.
It's unfortunate.
Did you see the Kyle Larson tire man laughing at Suarez driving by?
No, was he really?
Yes. I mean, he probably had a front row seat to that.
Watch Kyle spin out now.
Well, and you're so competitive, so like, yeah, I would do the same thing. Like, I had almost hit in the barrels. I'm still 15 seconds up. Hold on.
Kind of surprised Dex stuck around with.
I think it's a Wood Brothers sponsor. Yeah, I think it's a Wood Brothers.
They were a Harrison Burton sponsor.
Yeah,
and
they have a really good relationship with Harrison. Did his dad drive them ever? I don't think so. Wow, Logano. Whoa! Joey may have sped.
Yeah, that was a big lockup.
We'll find out.
Top of 3. All clear. Gap to 3.
Suarez just did what every iRacer does when they spin into pit road.
By himself.
He got on
What?
the banking and it just went around.
Single car.
Yep. Or exiting. Who the fuck spins exiting pit road? What a mistake that would be.
6 numbers. Copy. 2 back. 1
Right,
back.
Jared?
Half.
That happens to me
Big gap here.
at Daytona or Daytona more than Talladega. I'm like, no, I gotta keep up with the draft and just try to
Yes,
get
sir,
out
Jose.
of there.
Apple, Mr. Worldwide. Welcome to his house casa. But no, for real, like Pitbull is the reason why Suarez is out of a job, weirdly. Which is so funny. I remember I said that sentence to my NASCAR friends. They're like, oh, so there's one Mexican? I'm like, yeah, it's Daniel Suarez. He's kind of in not a great spot because Pitbull left. And he might not have a job next year because of Pitbull. And they're like, what the fuck is this sport? And I'm like, yeah, that's a fair question.
Money pays.
Money pays. Pitbull money.
I think Suarez back to the JGR Xfinity
JGR.
in the 19.
Throw him in that 19.
That'd be
Throw him in that. Watch him win lots of championships. I think that's the main thing that a lot of people, I think I talked about this a couple weeks ago, that people forget about. Like, we could throw Michael McDowell into Xfinity, and if we give him the JGR car, y'all are going to have a different, we're going to have some uncomfortable conversations about Michael McDowell. You know what I mean? Like, that's just how good it takes to be bad in the Cup Series. Or how much it takes, I should say. Like, I think Harrison Burton's a good example, too.
Which once again begs the question: why are they not, or have they been throwing Ty Gibbs down, like back down there for his?
We've been
his
talking about that
sweepstakes
as
or whatever?
well. I seem to have a different opinion on Ty Gibbs than everyone else does. If I'm Joe Gibbs and Ty Gibbs isn't related to me, if Ty Gibbs is just a young kid, I'm still not leaving. I'm not giving up. He is staying in the Cup Series. He's driving that JGR car, and we're going to figure it out.
He needs those Xfinity starts to get his.
Well,
swagger
also
back.
his crew chief's a rookie
That guy was
too.
fucking boring.
He's got a new crew chief, and his crew chief is fairly new this year.
That's a bad call.
So
Wasn't
yeah,
his
so
initial-
they're going through some growing pains right now.
Wasn't his first one Matt Kenseth's crew chief?
I don't know.
I think it was that Jason guy.
Jason
Which is good.
Radcliffe?
We need someone like that. I just have a really hard time looking at Ty Gibbs and being like, oh, let's send him back down. Like, I mean, I guess the one nice thing about Joe Gibbs is it's like, in that hypothetical world, if you're not related to, if Ty Gibbs is just another driver, you're not sending him down to Xfinity because you're going to fucking lose it. He's going to leave. He's going to go.
I'm not saying
like-
send down. I'm just saying like get his 6 like Cup Series guy starts.
Yeah. Get him
He
every.
needs a
get-
swagger back.
Get him in the trucks. Remind him how good he is. Like,
Put him in
This
the
is the
2311 car.
Kyle Larson run America.
Put Ty Gibbs in the 35 and bring Corey Heim in the 54.
So then we can have the same conversation 6 months now and be like, wow, so maybe Corey Heim isn't that good. Like, no one is going to come in the Cup Series and light it on fire. Nobody. That person doesn't exist. Like, it would have been Kyle Larson, and it took 5 years.
I mean, I guess Josh Berry close enough.
And he's 35 years old.
This is his sophomore.
35,
season.
right?
Yeah.
Like, how old is Ty Gibbs? 21, 22?
He's
You don't believe in Heim time? You don't think it's Heim time?
I believe in Heim time, but I'm saying, like, I don't think people understand how good the Cup Series is. Corey Heim, as good as he is a 20th place driver in the Cup Series right now. That's how good you have to be bad in the
That's
Cup
not
Series.
Heim time.
If you are a dominant Xfinity driver, you are an average Cup Series driver.
Tavares sniffing Joey Logano. I don't like how they drive up the racetrack in the center of the corner. To me, that just
It's
makes
really-
you lose speed.
It's really curious. Those are the moments where I'm like, I'd be very confused in real life. If you throw me in this car and all of a sudden I think I know what I'm doing and I see cars doing that, I'd be like, wait, what?
That's you see that in iRacing, and you're like, he's gonna lift, right? And okay, no, we're just gonna wreck. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Jake O'Shea and Charlotte today.
Yeah. You just start being like, oh yeah, so he's definitely not gonna lift. Let me start letting off and moving down the corner now. Never mind.
It was so risky today with the way some people were sending it into the corners. Oh my goodness.
That's why I stayed at the bottom, buddy.
Yeah.
Smart.
I learned my lesson at Darlington.
Is there a bonus points for a 0x in BRL?
Yeah.
Right now
Oh, there
is,
is.
I
Okay.
think. Yeah.
Yeah, right now.
Because I like the bottom too, but then I hate when like there's a wreck in front of you and you have to use the grass to avoid the wreck. You're like, God damn it, there goes my 0x.
Do I just click on the latest video thing?
I think it's
The latest one is the video feed, and the second one is the sync point for where we all are.
Yeah. There's one of them that'll say room, and that'll bring you up to where you can.
Drum roll, please. Y'all got to see the
So
sexiest
join
man.
the room with camera.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm
that'll put you in the room with us for the video, and then
Kenneth
that
Redinger
second
is about to
link
throw
down
up
there is just
Mean Gene.
me streaming
With how much we're about to nerd over Tony Iverson.
thing to keep everyone
Gene wearing
kinda
sunglasses
synced up
makes me
together
feel like
with
an
what's
extra
happening
Men
on
in
the
Black.
race.
I think it's so we can fall asleep and we don't notice.
So that we can't see the tears rolling down his face.
Tony!
What's up, gents?
What up, homie?
Alright, let's see.
Headlight lower the whole way through. Still 2 to him.
Look at that display case.
You ran 20 on your tires. Still
Yeah, it's on my Gordons.
Very nice. And the one behind it, I'm nerding out over.
Your left rear inside tight.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of figures and giant Batmobile. And
Stay aggressive here. Go get the
I gotta click on the second one, right?
25 to go on this stage.
So if the stage stays the way it does, I've already showed you guys the Blaney. I have some cool Bubba ones, so I'll bring a Bubba diecast, and we've already done Byron, so we're just gonna do Bubba. Oh my god, look at Dalton.
Nice.
Look at
I
Dalton.
instantly feel like 150% cooler. So
Fuck. Unless my sunglasses.
I would say you're definitely a lot less cool with that Reddick shirt.
He bought that at Vegas
I did.
on St. Patty's Day. It was
Yeah.
smart, or the day before.
Clear by 6 to the 43. Pulling away. 23 to go. 2-3.
You know what the problem with NASCAR shirt says? The cool shit's always in the back.
You're all good here.
Like, that shirt's a good example right there.
I got a Ricky Bobby shirt on.
LA Drivers Inc.
Oh, you got your own shirt on.
What was your thing with Reddick? Was how
He's
he
a
left?
quitter.
How he
Yeah,
left
he's a
RCR?
quitter.
Okay. Here's the thing. Richard Childress deserves in the 2020s deserves loyalty from nobody.
Yeah, that's not wrong at all. Like, what does that man truly deserve, honestly?
Richard?
How many years of Harvick's career he wasted? How much? Just no.
How much Austin Dillon has he put us through? Fuck yeah, Tony. Vape gang. I'm not the only one.
Ah, this isn't a. Yeah,
That's
vapid.
Oh, very nice.
I'm vaporizing this thing for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Be careful with that in Vegas. That shit's illegal.
No, this is the legalest thing you could do.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's on the internet. It's all good.
We were just in Vegas, bro. I was so nervous about that.
What, herbs?
Yeah, I'd like be doing it in public. Like I forget it's California, and I'd be like, oh shit, I can't just like post up wherever I want and do it.
Well, yeah, you got to be like a few feet from a business or like a children's park, but you're good.
And like just pack one and just nonchalantly. Well, you can do whatever you want in California. It really is what people say.
Like it's not California, but like it's not Texas.
Close
you
enough.
know?
You're right. It's close enough to California to where that California stench comes over it and it's as casual, for sure. But yeah, when people are out like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, California people are just smoking weed wherever they want. Yeah, we are. Like wherever we want.
Hey,
It's
Tony,
lawless over here.
Jose was asking, is that Marlboro?
Yeah, it's a Marlboro Green.
It's a 151 green. Marvelous cigarettes. Oh god, the only is the paint schemes they make. Fun fact: do you guys know like the lore behind the Ferraris in Marlboro? I think it's Marlboro. I'm pretty sure it is.
No, I don't.
So you know, like how for a while the Ferraris had that barcode on this
Yeah.
on the wings. That happened because I'm gonna say it's Marlboro. I could be wrong on that. I apologize if it's not Marlboro. It's a cigarette brand, and they told them like there's no tobacco advertising in F1 anymore. You can't do that. So Marlboro made a fake company. If you go to their website, it's just a whole lot of just AI nonsense. This company doesn't do anything. But what those barcodes represent is if you're watching the race on TV or if you're watching the race in the stands and the car goes past you at 150, 170, the barcodes are supposed to look like the Marlboro logo, blurry. And so Marlboro paid for that. So they told them like, you can't advertise anymore. And they were still like, we'd rather put this barcode on the car of a fake company because that's still worth it to us than not be part of the sport.
It was, in fact, Ferrari.
It was Ferrari. Was it Marlboro, though? Am I right about the cigarette brand? I know it was Ferrari. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, if you look at, I think it was like the 2021-22 season, whenever you see those barcodes on the wings of the Ferraris, that was a Marlboro logo. It's like subliminal messaging. Love that. I'm a sucker for that stuff as like a marketing person.
F1's got a bunch of bullshit sponsorship stories.
Oh, yeah, there's videos about it. There's the energy company one that makes Brandon Brown's whole situation makes it look good, if I'm being honest.
That's why I can't wait to see what the Cadillac car looks like.
Yeah, whatever Andretti.
What logos are they going to blast on that thing? And are they going to have an American driver?
And he's like Italian like I am, so there'll be at least one sponsor there that's illegitimate. At least one. So Larson coming on in the long run here, up to 6th place. Ryan Blaney is going to need to find those barrels for anything to happen.
No, he's got this one in the bag at this point.
We get Todd Gilliland to F1 and bring Long John Silvers with him.
That would be so awesome. A Long John
Silvers. I feel like Newgarden would be the best American driver to try to move over.
I don't even like guns or anything like that, but I want us to bring over the most American sponsors. Like here comes the Bass Pro Shops National Rifle Association Cadillac coming around.
Yeah, the Winchester.
The what's it called? The Tootie or whatever it's called. The Daniel Suarez sponsor. The Tootsies.
Just Nashville. The Tootsies F1 car.
Car coming around. What is that? It's just a bar where white trash goes to get drunk as fuck.
Listen to Tennessee whiskey over and over again.
Yeah. Look, what's Tennessee? Yeah. Okay, I gotta gush over Bubba Wallace a little bit more. Like I said this to Aaron going into the season, Bubba always starts off the season so badly, and he spends the second half of the year, digging himself out of a hole, and then usually is a couple points out of the playoffs. And I always thought that if he did this to start the season, this dude will be the first one to point his way in. Like he'll be one of those guys that if he doesn't get a win, he'll be in like 11th, and we won't be thinking about Bubba Wallace. Like he's going to be in the playoffs.
I knew his season was going to be different when he got that second place qualifying at COTA. I was like, I don't even care where he finishes. He's obviously become a better driver.
He hates COTA. That's like his least favorite track. So
yeah, he did a great lap. That was insane to watch. And I was like, okay, Bubba, all right, I see you.
This dude is so impressive. And also, so often with Bubba, I feel like you're looking at him and he's in 6th, and you're like, well, Reddick's in 2nd and 1st. He should be in 6th, Where's Reddick right now? I don't see him. I see Riley Herbst, his other teammate, in 30th place.
I don't even. Yeah, Reddick's not doing so high. He's like 11th or 12th. Yeah, 11th.
So Bubba, the best car in that team, the best Toyota in the entire field. What a drive! What a drive!
Mike Joy is going to talk about the parity of the sport. If it stays
what's going on with Bush? What the fuck? I'm going to take my fucking hat off. What the fuck?
He's there with Bell and Logano. SVG. God, I'm going to hate me for saying this. I hope that motherfucker in the 88 does not win a road course. Like, what a waste of a playoff spot.
Yeah, what's going on there? Yeah.
What a waste of a playoff spot.
Well, this is supposed to be the track where the road course guys can maybe figure it out oval-wise as far as like banked ovals, and I don't know what's going on there.
Why is SVG here? Why is SVG here? He self-spins last week.
I think he should have shown some speed in Xfinity ovals before they let him come up, honestly.
Fucking speed, Tony. Any speed would have been something. He was embarrassed. Like, not embarrassed. He showed nothing. He was just out there. I
Yeah,
don't.
he had a whole season in Xfinity and no good oval races. I don't, did he even finish top 5 outside of a super speedway or road course? I don't think so.
Weight involved, not a track that involves talent. No.
That's what I'm
Um,
saying. I don't get it either. Cool guy, really cool guy. I love his tweets. Guy's fucking great.
I'm like, I'm on the hot seat right now, and you're introducing this third driver for what? Like, why is he fucking here?
Yeah, you know, I was gonna say, do you think part of it is that Trackhouse maybe like
Already moving.
too quickly expanded and just just wasn't ready for a third car?
I
mean,
think
it
that
seems that way a little bit. Where the fuck is Chastain at right now? He used to be fast. What's going on there?
I think Marks thought that he was like, oh, this will work out perfectly. We lost. Okay, also, we have no idea what happened with Pitbull. We have no idea if Justin Marks was like, thanks for the money, we don't need it anymore, fuck off. Or if like Pitbull was like, I don't like this sport, I don't want to spend my money on this anymore.
The speculation was that he was told that it was a hot seat year for Suarez, and he didn't like that.
Yeah, well, reality sucks. Yeah, so that I think that's part of it too. Why no one knows why Pitbull bailed. I've heard that. I've heard that Justin Marks literally told him, "We don't need you anymore," which to me tells me we're not keeping Suarez, so we don't need you. You know what I mean? But I think it's also just like incredibly naive from Justin Marks to think that SVG would. I think he's doing good, honestly. Like I think the SVG is doing good. Like I can't believe you'd expect anything more than what he's giving you right now.
I don't want to interrupt your guys' conversation right now, but so here's an interesting thing that's going on in this race right now. You got Ryan Blaney, William Byron, and Bubba Wallace. They all pit on lap 116. You got Denny Hamlin and Kyle Larson. They both pit on 125. So they have fresher tires and they are gaining on them.
Oh, they are gaining. They're coming up quick.
So up to where is on the other tires?
So
Hamlin?
Denny just went to third, and Denny and Kyle are on the same pit strategy as far as how much time they have
So
on
it's
their
Denny
tires.
and Kyle versus the top 3.
Yeah, and they both made it around Wallace now, and they are closing on Blaney and Byron.
Is there enough time?
According
7 to go.
10. You are so far ahead, Jared.
What?
I don't know if anybody saw that graphic just now. With they did like the B drivers, and then they proceeded to put a fucking wasp on the screen.
No.
I'm
Are
on
you live?
now.
Are you back for commercial?
I'm on cue with Buddy.
I'm watching Joe Logano hold a trophy he didn't deserve.
I'm looking at Byron's in car, and now it's showing Larson cutting in front of Bubba Wallace.
Yeah, that's where I'm at too.
I mean, Jane,
Watching the video.
are you side by
I'm on
side?
the video.
Mm-hmm.
Are you side by side? Are you in a commercial right now?
Mm-mm.
You're live, okay.
Yeah, they're coming.
Yeah, I just
fast.
watched 40 million
They're
cars
going-
drive into one turn.
They're
I'm just trying to sync up.
under
Oh, I see the
2
wasp.
tenths
I see the
here.
wasp. Oh, the
Hey,
B.
Rosses.
You meant like ranking, like
that nap time is over.
No, just the B drivers.
Yeah, they had one fucking job to put a bee on screen, and
It's a wasp.
Now, boys.
let's use a wasp.
I guess because bees are in danger, they couldn't find one. Oh my god, it's gonna happen again. It's gonna be Blaney or Byron. Or Bubba.
He checks, you're fine. You're fine. 22's non-factor, out of line
There's
left.
Larson.
Larson.
Larson to 4th.
Clear right.
I think you're onto something, buddy. There's enough time.
Yeah,
I
there's
think
enough time.
There's definitely enough time.
Half a straightaway. Just keep doing what you're doing here.
Who is that fucking? Was that Chastain fucking everybody here right now?
Way over the 47. Three
Yeah.
to go.
I mean, who else?
Oh man, look at here's where Blaney's race goes upside down.
By 3 to him on the bottom.
Blaney not known for his patience.
Still 54 with Mo by 5.
Hamlin to second over Byron. Larson probably 1 lap away. Oh my gosh! Oh no!
About the lapper in front of him. Coming to the white.
Was that Riley Herbst? Oh, why is he here? Larson, in my opinion, the only guy who can run the top and bottom effectively.
Well, that was close.
Looks
Well,
like Hamilton.
if he could run it effectively, he would have won the Xfinity race yesterday.
Shut the fuck up. He would have won that race if, if Sam Mayer knew how to count to 3.
Yeah, Kyle Larson qualifying and restarts. What's the deal there?
What did he do wrong yesterday? What was he supposed to do? It's just Nascar being Nascar.
Going the green flag ways.
Sam Mayer said it was the worst restart of his career. I don't know why we're talking about Kyle Larson.
So what? Do you want them to get back in their cars and rack back up and give Larson another shot?
No, I think we EQ'd the first 3. I think it was a legal restart from the top line, and I think that Sam Mayer went too early, so Larson wins.
Shoot, the top line spun their tires too.
Yeah, but at least there's. Oh my God, Blaney and Larson, notoriously good friends who like each other so much.
Obviously have pretty good short run speed, so.
How much it looks like the
It does look like the Napa car. You're right. Larson.
Wow, Suarez has 79 laps on those tires. Holy Christ.
Does Larson still owe Hamlin one? I think he does. Now's not the time, but if it kept to the end, I think he does.
Can you guys hear me?
Oh my God.
Okay.
These guys gotta send it.
Do that.
Just wait till you guys see the stage.
Come on, Cole Custer. Hold on, buddy.
Oh, here we go. Oh, he's not gonna clear him. No.
All right, Dalton, shut up. Everyone shut up.
There we go. Way to go, Cole Custer.
Shades of the 2020 eNASCAR iRacing Invitational at Homestead.
At least it's not the 20. Larson just ripping the top.
Way to go, Cole Custer.
Kevin Harvick saying words like Delta. Custer holding them off.
When's Harvick gonna start talking about Aura?
He's already said Aura. He's on such the. Harvick's a Gen Zer. He's one of us.
Denny rocking that new paint scheme, looking like he's gonna bring him. Damn, he's hitting his Ant Flow right now.
Custer represent. Oh, Larson goes to the bottom. What Jared Kelly said he couldn't do. Larson wrapping it. Cole Custer helping it out. And Larson. No, Hamlin's gonna get the stage.
Oh, and he couldn't win the stage from the bottom.
Win your mom from the bottom.
first stage one of the year. How many does Larson have?
Larson has 3.
So that's he's first.
Yeah, Larson is I think 2 stages away from passing Martin Truex Jr. for the most stages in NASCAR history. No big deal though.
They are talking about, or on this little team radio stuff, I've heard them already talking about splitting this half or this last little bit at 50.
Well, that's what Hamlin and Larson did this last stage.
That seemed to work. The tail end is disgusting. I mean, like I think the first you have to look is to Blaney in the first run, opening up a 9-second lead to know about how bad the fall can be. All right,
everybody's running everywhere on the tires and hitting the track everywhere with rubber, so it's like you can't even escape it at this point. I would split it too.
I would split it. I'll be right back. I'm gonna do a Larson diecast because I have a couple of those, like 1 or 2. I don't have any Hamlins. I have 164s and that's it. And I'll bring up a Bubba. We'll bring up Bubba. We'll do Bubba and Larson. I'll be right back. The 164. Yeah, we could.
I made it.
Still closed, still red. Closed here.
Hey, this race has like 2005 vibes to it. Like take the stages out, it feels really I don't know. There's lots of gaps. And I don't know. Just feels like an old school race a little bit.
Just let you know if it looks like it's going to be close or not. Still lose, like in up there, where if I turn the fucking wheel, I just back it in. Like, yeah, it's too edgy for me to be able to do it. Yeah, 10-4. That's good enough. I feel like this adjustment will help that.
I'm so disappointed in Kyle Busch right now. And I'm also disappointed in the fact that I don't know why he's sucking right now. There's got to be a reason.
I'm on the edge of free still. I'm not as bad as yesterday, but still a little free in.
Has anybody heard anything about what happened to Kyle Busch? Has the broadcast said anything?
About all we could get for clean air on the nose. 45s, our 10 away.
The same lap is the 51, and then there's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 lap down.
Is open. Pits are open this time. Why have you stopped back in the stall?
Copy.
Should be fun to get them. 10-4, yeah, just talk to me over here. Yes, sir. Inside lights now. Up single file.
Can you guys hear me after I switched back to my phone?
All right, with Joey the Lucky Dog.
Yeah.
Are we all on the same? Are we all synced up now? Are y'all looking at Priest? Now that you're looking at the overhead of the track?
I'm looking at an overhead of the track.
Got the Goodyear blimp ad coming across.
Okay. Because, like, those guys were way ahead of us and then way behind us. It was weird.
Wait, so are you still seeing the over, or
Now,
are you seeing Kozlowski?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, like I just clicked on the thing Buddy's offering, right?
I'm not even on that anymore. I went back to this little stream I found on my phone because I thought my son was waking up.
Yeah, 5, 11, 24, 23, 48.
Tony, I looked into the Kyle Busch situation, and the only explanation anybody's giving is just that it's a shit car.
God damn, dude. It must be like the shittiest car because even Austin Dillon's holding his own.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that works. Yeah.
Because usually, if wherever Kyle is, Dillon's like 5 to 10 spots behind him. If that's impossible when you're second or third from last, though, fucking bullshit.
All right, boys. I got some good ones.
Yeah, I was involved in a conversation about what driver would benefit the most if they left their team and joined one of the big three. You know, either
Kyle Busch, definitely.
Penske. Yeah, Bush was at the top of that list. I also had Ross Chastain on that list.
Oh, they're waving around. That was lap down.
I'm gonna throw out Michael McDowell for that.
For what?
Good pick.
I feel like Noah Gragson, if he had a big car that, with how good he was in Xfinity, I feel like he could be better in Cup. But maybe, I don't know, like it's a different transition these days from Xfinity to Cup. The cars are so different now, so it's hard to say like who's gonna go, whoop everybody's ass in Xfinity and then actually be able to drive the Cup car. It's not as clear cut as it used to be.
Zach, what we were saying is what driver would benefit the most or make the biggest improvement if they left their current team and joined one of the big three?
What Dalton said. Mike McDowell. Mike McDowell is the most underrated driver in the garage. It's not even close, in my opinion. He has the experience. He's a vet. He's good at road courses, and now he's a good oval driver. He's like a better.
Why is he with Spire then? Like, what was?
Because people think Spire's the next Hendrick. People think Spire's actually that. Like apparently the talk around Spire with the garage is insane. People have such a
they bought a truck team.
Yeah, I mean, like they're only
they spend a lot of money though. Like they're spending fucking money.
They have Hendrick engines now. People call him Baby Hendrick. So McDowell, that was his best opportunity.
Yeah, I agree.
Where's it on?
I wouldn't be surprised though, like if we look back in 5 years and like all of a sudden they just like drop out, like it turns into like a Levine family racing.
Like a Levine, yeah, or like a Furniture Row.
Exactly.
The Furniture Row one still blows my mind to think that they literally climbed the mountain, won a championship, and still couldn't stay open.
Joe Gibbs, Rick Hendrick, and Roger Penske would be very, very rich, whether or not their NASCAR team was good. Like, they would be just fine if they never touched racing again. I think that's the difference. A furniture store is not that, you know.
Yeah.
Like Roger
But they didn't
Penske,
have to make that their identity though. If you win a championship, just run with the racing thing. Like it was almost like they did it to advertise, and then they got their dub, and they're like, all right, thanks.
no, to me, it showed that winning a championship isn't profitable, which is insane. It's a NASCAR issue, not a furniture row issue. Like,
No, yeah, for sure.
if it was profitable, why would you leave? You have Martin Truex Jr. You're going to do the same exact fucking thing next year. He's not leaving. He would not have left for JGR if Furniture Row didn't go anywhere. That would never happen. There was no reason for Furniture Row to leave besides losing money on winning a championship.
And then they probably got, the only place they could get good money was for that charter that I'm assuming Gibbs bought from them.
Yep, exactly. And
NASCAR
also,
fans aren't gonna buy that furniture. It's fucking expensive.
they could have sold the charter 5 years later and made a few more million, but I think charters are now plateauing finally, right? They're starting to not continue to go up. Am I wrong about that? Like, I think charters are finally not being obnoxious. I could be wrong though.
I thought it was like 30 million a number. I thought it was something ridiculous.
I mean, it's nasty, but they got purchased this year. It looked like they were so bad to where no one was going to even purchase them. And a few changed hands this year. But yeah, I think Furniture Row sold theirs for like 6 or 8, and yeah, they could have held on to it and made a little bit more money.
I remember there were a few that were technically not like owned by the team that was running them. That like they
Yeah,
were like
charters.
leased out.
I think Levine Racing was that. I don't think Levine owned one.
There was one that like Circle K Motorsports held on to that they were just like leasing out. I think,
Mhm.
but I
Rick
don't
Ware,
think that's
Rick Ware was leading them amongst his teams. I think Ware owned one or something, and was mixing it up. Like, he had power to about 3 charters. All right, I'm gonna get this out of the way, guys. We're gonna start off with the boring one. This is a custom Denny Hamlin. You guys remember this car? I think he drove the Black Lives Matter race that Bubba did before they were teammates, which is cool. Denny Hamlin always showing his allegiance. But this is the National Civil Rights Museum car. This was our first 164 custom. As you can tell, this was a good one to learn how to make customs on. Look how easy this is. Doesn't even have a side logo. All right. Next up, Erin made this one. This was her idea, so this is all credit to Erin.
look.
All I did with this one. It's a fantasy Bubba Wallace DoorDash, but it's pink. Same thing, just painting the car pink. And oh, you actually see whose this was. This is who. Whose diecast is now out of circulation.
He donated it.
Yep, he's a donor.
The
Thank you.
Suarez donation.
And then last but not least, Kyle Larson's custom X. This is another custom. Coolest thing about this one, go to dirt races. That's why it's so dirty. I brought this to a dirt race. And go to dirt races because this is signed in person by Kyle Larson and Caitlin Larson.
Wow.
Met both of them coincidentally. I think I showed you guys a piece downstairs signed by Paul Silva because he was sitting in front of me.
Oh,
I
what a
met Jason
dumb
Elliott.
restart. 4 wide.
Oh, shit, you're ahead of us. You're ahead of us, Gene.
We're on the
They're on the video.
screen that Buddy shared.
Yeah.
I'm looking at. I've been going off the YouTube, so what people can see, or like what people are seeing. That's what I've been going off of.
But that's gonna be delayed.
Yeah, you're right.
There's a
We're just
little
gonna
bit of
react. We're gonna be
delay on
spoiling it for
there.
them. Oh my!
Yeah, like that dude just sent it.
Cindric,
The giraffe.
the giraffe, the ostrich. Giraffes are majestic. Bowman.
Also, they showed Kyle had like a hole down somewhere on his left
left
side.
side. That's from the Logano pit road thing. The Logano Berry part. He's had a left side issue or a left side dent since then. Logano or Larson to the lead. Kyle Larson passes Bubba Wallace. Another notorious close friend of Kyle Larson.
People weren't aware that that's how Kyle Larson got the pass before, so he got in a lot of trouble back in the day. But water under the bridge.
That's why he didn't have to call that.
Oh, Bubba's going for it.
Yeah, I think he's going to get it too.
It's something about when it's Larson and Bubba and it's for the lead. Bubba just hates it. Oh. Kyle doesn't care. Yeah, Clint Boyer was spot on there. So I bet Kyle just lets him go. Kyle's like, you know what? I'll see you in 10 laps. So if you're splitting the stage, you're going for it right now. So I think clearly Bubba is going to split it.
Well, Bubba's winning the paint scheme award right now, so.
Does he ever not? God, driving bangers always. The one he drove at the Clash, I think it was this year, the one with the white and sky blue with the gold accents. Oh my God. Gorgeous.
Yeah, he's got the greatest cars.
Columbia doesn't miss. Yeah, Jose's not wrong. That Tyler Reddick scheme does look like a Zach Panzarella scheme. That's a good shout, Jose.
The Reddit car looks sick too, though. Like, I ain't denying that.
Yeah, I can't design a Bubba car. I can design a Reddit car. Look at Bubba Wallace. Man, I'm proud of this guy.
It's pretty interesting too, because like if you get on Trading Paints or whatever, there's some guys on Trading Paints that actually design some of these cars for NASCAR that make schemes on Trading Paints.
Is that what that is? Because sometimes they're so perfect to where I'm like, how the hell did you do that?
Yeah.
It's just the guy who did it.
Brendan Shelton has a hookup with the guy that makes some of the schemes for, I don't remember which team it is, but he's who does some of Brandon's schemes.
We got invited to run on a Wednesday league since I'm filling my Wednesdays right now. And all the guys in that league are SHR guys. Like they work for the team, or well, did. they're unemployed or have different jobs now. But I think that's probably the same for them as well because they always have those perfect paint schemes. Do they design these on Trading Paints or like on Photoshop?
I don't know. I would assume that they probably use Illustrator or something like that. Something more that's kind of on the design side of things. Like you can do the same stuff with Photoshop, but
right.
I think there's a
Photoshop actually wouldn't work. You'd need Illustrator because you have to scale so much higher.
Yeah, no, there's some of those where I'm like, how is the resolution so high on those like little logos by like just like
in the line
window? Yeah, it's like isn't the TGA file like?
So
like the resolution can only go so high.
Right.
I do know that as far as right off the top of my head, the guys that do all the Spire Motorsports paint schemes for NASCAR or whatever, they have their own Trading Paints thing where they upload all their NASCAR schemes directly to Trading Paints.
It's a smart idea if you're trying to advertise.
Oh, for sure. I think the main thing is just, these have to be vectors, which vector work is so much. For those of you who use Photoshop, oh my God, I hate vector work compared to Photoshop so much.
I think there's definitely a whole lot of more specialty tools in Illustrator for stuff like that.
I go in Illustrator and I feel like I'm 75 years old, man. I'm like, what does that button do? Like, I don't, like, it does something so different on Photoshop. And all of a sudden I'm like moving things around. Yeah. Like I used to be a trainer at Apple and it was one of those, it's like those ones like stop, you know, like, stop pressing buttons. That's like me when I open Illustrator.
I definitely prefer Photoshop over anything, but that's,
me too.
That's what I've always used, so that's what I'm most comfortable with.
It's annoying when you open Illustrator and you're like, oh, I get why it's better. But fuck this thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's how I always feel. I'm like, I get it. Like you could, like the infinite stretching is so cool, but no, thank you.
To me, like the difference between a good paint scheme and a great paint scheme from trading paints is the pixelation. Like there's certain cars that I'm like, man, that would look cool if it didn't look like shit.
Yeah.
It's very true, and it's a fine line, especially when you're using Photoshop.
Yeah, it's because you're like, if you're trying to grab images of things, you have to really pay attention to the resolution of everything you grab, because one wonky image will make the whole car look off.
I think a lot of people
Uh-oh.
don't realize on Photoshop
Speaking
too.
of the car
versus,
looking off, look at
Uh-oh.
this.
like
Speaking of
Illustrator is
Spire
like,
Motorsports.
oh, there goes the 77. That's Hocevar.
Larson's
That's
way up there.
That's not splitting. That's quadrupling. That's hold up. That's a bummer.
They were wondering, they were like, hey, what color is the exhaust hose? I don't know. Hey, bring it in.
Yeah.
We got a side bet.
Yeah, one thing I always say about Photoshop when you're working on files with Photoshop is when you make something bigger, it's like, I always say it's like a gummy bear. Like if you stretch a gummy bear longer and then you let go, it will never be the same shape again. You can't press it back down and make it the same gummy bear again. That's how Photoshop is. Even if you make something bigger, then you end up changing your mind and going smaller, you lost that resolution. You need to start over and or undo. And a lot of people forget that, and they make a bunch of adjustments, and they end up with a shitty looking design because it's been scaled a trillion times.
The only loophole around that is if you're messing with strictly vector stuff, but all I gotta say is good luck.
Exactly. On Photoshop, yeah. If you're messing with SVG files on Photoshop, then, which again, you're asking about your computer doing that. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the art for the graphic designers
Blaney
watching.
sent it right there. That was awesome.
Blaney weirdly quiet on the second half of this race here as well. That's a depressing commercial. Where's Todd Gillen?
He is.
We tried to get some Todd Gillen merch, and there wasn't any. Idiots.
It seems like he's a popular guy on our VRN channel here. He is 1 lap down. Currently scored in 32nd.
So he's just trying to match his number.
Yeah, he's beating Kyle Busch.
Todd Gillen is bearing Kyle Busch. It's official.
Whoa, I didn't say that. I was just saying he has something to be proud of.
We're at Homestead. It's like the hardest track. I mean, if he beats up at Darlington, we're gonna have some uncomfortable conversations.
I must have missed something that happened to Bell also, because he's currently scored his 1 lap down for as strong as his season has been at the start so far.
Well, he spun. Shoot, he spun earlier.
He was one of those spins, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's the part we're driving.
He's all right.
It's Todd Gillen, though. It's great.
It looks like Larson's closing back up
Yeah.
to Wallace now, because he was a half second back, and the scoring or whatever on through NASCAR.com has him only 2/10 back now.
Fun facts about old diecasts too, guys. Do you guys know you used to be able to lower diecasts? Like make them like slammed. I wish I could. Here. I'm gonna show you guys.
Hey, Zach, so what did Larson say when you showed him the custom? I mean, did he know you? Did you tell him you made that?
I am not proud of the way I act around Kyle Larson. I turned into such a little girl around that guy. Like I literally cannot act like a human being. I will say this one specifically, he said it was cool. I didn't want to be like, I made this. I love you. Like, you know, that's what I'll do. I don't have the ability to be like, hey, bro, I made this custom diecast. I can't do that. I'll just start giggling. I don't know. But I gave him to sign, and he looked at it, and he was like, that's cool. And then he signed it. And I was like, oh, that's sick. Apparently, Larson actually, what made me want to make this one is Larson loves he's a diecast collector. So the guy who sold me the decals to make this one made it for Kyle. Kyle requested it from him. So Kyle already has one of these. So I think maybe that's the reason he kind of liked this one. And I was excited to have this.
Oh, he would have known, though, that that's not
Yeah, he knew it was a
Oh,
non-production. Asked somebody to make it. So that was a cool moment, for sure. Kyle is also he's shy. He's a really like introvert. So he's a hard person to kind of like have a conversation with, but not in a bad way. You know what I mean? Like he's not rude. He's just really off-putting. I think is the best way to put Larson. So it's just different. You know, like Bubba Wallace, Ryan Blaney. You can shoot the shit with those guys for hours. They're so fucking nice.
Did
But
it
yeah.
look like Larson was trying to chop Blaney's nose off right there?
See how low that is? Like sits on the floor. The old ones had shocks, and you could take them out and lower the cars because that's what they were. In real life, they like touched the floor. They were so slammed. The diecasts weren't authentic with that. And then these ones, look at that with the bar, no shocks.
Dude,
It's
Briscoe and Cindric are back there renewing like the 2020 Xfinity Series.
Those days. Remember when they both drove the 60? Do you remember the 60?
Wild.
Good times. That was a good rivalry that year that Briscoe won 9 races.
Still there. Door. Bumper. Line with you. 35 to the fence.
Remember when Briscoe's like, I'm going to win 8 races this year, and then he won 9.
35 exit.
We're like, we're putting Chase Briscoe in this car. We're putting Austin Cindric in this car. We're putting
And one more
Haley
person
Deegan in this car.
It wasn't Haley Deegan.
She was in. She did something with Ford.
It was someone
with, like,
else.
The
It was
three
Ryan
of them.
Preece. It was Ryan Preece.
Yes.
Yes. Preece, Cindric, Briscoe. What could go wrong? Ooh.
But there was like, there was like an era there where like Ford was like, yeah, we're gonna compete with TRD or whatever, and they're like, let's put Haley Deegan in the car.
That's the answer. And then Kevin Harvick's like, no, we want her. Let's go, Kyle. Bubba running the Larson line.
Yeah, you know he's just up there to screw it up, put dirty air all up in it.
Another 20 laps or so.
For sure. Bubba doing that bottom to top line, or really it's like middle to top, isn't it?
Yeah.
I feel like exit must feel so awful with that line.
Whenever I tried to do anything like that, I'm always like, whenever it comes to iRacing and stuff, whenever I try to mimic a line like that, I'm always paranoid burning off the right front.
This is
And I
really
wall to wall on entry or an exit every time. I don't know how Larson thinks he's going to make this pass. There it is. Okay. Bubba gives Larson the top inexplicably. He's about to get gangbanged by him and Ryan Blaney if he's not careful, though. He's got to make this pass.
here for the gangbang.
It's going to be a dirty one. They're best friends. They're going to do unspeakable things to Kyle.
Yeah, all 3 of those dudes, they play golf together. That's great.
Didn't they set up a finish like this at Homestead, like at the end of last year, like with almost this exact same cast of characters?
Was it?
I think Reddick instead of Bubba. And
Yeah.
Kyle like wrecked himself on Blaney.
I was going to say, I can't imagine Bubba being here.
And Denny was there too.
Yeah.
He's always in there, man. Whenever Denny's here in these situations, I was like, Denny's going to win this race from 4th. Here he goes. Larson driving Bubba with unbelievable amounts of respect, giving him all the room in the world.
He doesn't want a Kansas repeat.
He just want a Vegas repeat.
Or Vegas, my bad, yeah.
That was the year that me and Aaron decided to stop going, and I was like, wow. Got that right. God, Larson on the top is so fucking unbelievable. Do you think that's easier in real
That's
life?
what she said.
It's that hard. I know. And I know. Do you think that's harder in real life? Or do you think like it's as hard as it is on a race to do what he's doing?
Well, there is that little bit, and iRacing did get it with the little bit of arrow that you get. Like, there's like a little bubble that forms between you and the wall if you hit it right, and then it keeps you from actually hitting the wall.
The problem with that is I always get so excited that I'm feeling the bubble that I hit the wall. So I'm like, oh, there.
It's
And I can
so
do it
hard
like
to get
maybe
right every
maybe one
lap.
corner. Lap after lap, absolutely
Yeah,
not.
no.
99.
The
I feel like
craziest
it'd
line
be easier in a real car on some of the stuff. Like,
is how he enters
I
high.
don't know.
1 chasing a 12.
Like he enters high on 1 in Darlington.
You more than a tight.
Mike Joy's trying to tell us about tires right now.
Copy, thank you. Clear.
They're
Larson.
around,
Back out
and they
there,
go
back
around
Rip.
this thing called a rim.
Still out there, still out there, still outside. Still there, even, drag it back here. Still there.
It's like when I asked me and Gene how to win a race, and he's like, wreck him. I'm like, no.
That's what you do, man. You door them, and then you send them an apology letter later.
It's always the answer.
Bring
Hey
some
man,
candies.
sorry, I got tight.
Do you have
Bring
those
candies
apologies?
when you visit them in the hospital.
I've never wanted Bubba to persist more in a race than I do right now.
Fuck off. I've never wanted Bubba to not persist more.
Now back to 1.
It's the
Second
like,
a big W for Bubs.
it's the like the NASCAR ignition like cover athletes right here, or no, it's Chase, not Larson, right?
Yeah. I don't think Larson was in the sport at the moment. He was taking a vacation.
Hard to complain, one more fastest car.
That was a little after he came back, so it was like NASCAR 22 or something.
Oh yeah, that was right when he came back.
1 back 34. Mid top.
We were unsure.
Half in line. Right on you.
Yeah, this car was white too. That's what happens when you bring it to a dirt race. It's like cream now. Funny. But yeah, go to dirt races, especially guys in the south areas like Kansas, where Jared's at.
Still there, you
I live in Kansas.
So Jared, a Kansas native, hit up areas like that. I know there's tons of dirt tracks in Kansas.
I've never been to a dirt track. Do not look at my mom.
What's behind you?
Nothing.
A door.
Looks like you've been to a dirt track and you've hit some things at it.
Or I've gotten hit.
Yeah, I'm like 20% line down the front. Go ahead and get up. Track is
I love the Bush guy. I did a deep dive at his IMDb because I have no life. He's like been in so many movies as like an extra. Like you guys have no idea how many times you've seen this motherfucker in movies.
There was definitely just like a wreck of some kind.
We don't have side by side, buddy. What's on the radio?
You know, my phone just one of these apps just told me that their caution came out.
Yeah, they're
Way
on
to
the call.
go,
I don't
Fox.
hear anything at
Way
all.
to
All right, everyone guess. If you can name the driver, you get a 164. No, Gregson.
Kyle Larson.
Ross Chastain.
Let me cheat and look at the scoring here and what it says.
Dalton,
Who lost the
get a name
most
out.
spots?
Austin Cindric. Austin Cindric.
Yeah, that's weird.
I'm gonna take the obvious and say Cody Ware.
On TV. No, not spinning.
Oh, spitting. They just
Maybe
showed Kyle
it's
doing the
debris.
Triple H with the Sonoma line.
NASCAR thought it was getting too boring.
Yeah, watch it just be.
Oh, wait, now I'm seeing a thing that's a bunch of smoke and Alex Bowman's.
Oh, it's Ryan Blaney. Ryan Blaney blew an engine.
Oh my god.
Why is this always happening? You cannot finish a race.
Oh, he's on fire.
Oh.
He on fire.
Feeling, not rocked over, and maybe
Good audio. Good audio coming up, guys. Turn your TVs up.
really.
Oh, look at that Napa dragster. Whoa.
Oh no, Chase Elliott.
Or it just feels more aggressive, or a little more rigid in the back as I run.
That was weird that I didn't hear anything
Whoa.
on the
Look at
on
the
radio
crowd.
and stuff about
Look
it.
at how that went in the
All
crowd.
right, here we go. Bubba. I'm seeing Bubba and Larson now. Oh, my.
Go 1 down.
Yo, when they, me and Gene, when they go to the next shot, look at the crowd. That blanketed the crowd. That was crazy.
Oh, he smelled good.
It went all the way up to the spotter stands. It went all the way up to the fucking spotter stands. That engine, wow.
He's got a bigger problem than dents now.
Ha.
Oh, look at that.
Engine magic.
Oosh.
Your nose
And a wizard can't fix. I'm no. I'm sorry. I ruined it. It was already good.
You can't see anything.
Oh my god, that thing is on fire.
Oh yeah.
That engine Kurt Cobained itself. Oh my god.
Yeah, we can try it.
Sounds like he was granny shifting and not double clutching like he should have been.
Yeah, it's like a granny. Granny shifting, not double clutching like you should have been.
That's right.
That was happened right
Anyone
there.
know
on that top
that? Or is it
side.
just me and Tony?
Worked
What's
for
that?
David Medina.
Wow, losers.
The initial start was really
Well,
good.
we almost had him. We almost had him.
Well, they're definitely finding a way to push the limit on their engines if they keep blowing them up.
And then just,
You should have done some Gallo 24s.
obviously,
Yep, your day's done.
off the chart.
Man, that was some thick smoke. My God.
That's what she said. That was one of the most dramatic engine blows I've legit ever seen. Dalton, you
It
can't
was
fix.
so dense.
A little bit of wedge
You
out.
can't beat Ryan Blaney.
So could be a bad set of tires, but we'll work on it.
I wonder who's to Ryan Blamey.
Get it back.
Dalton, you didn't press your talk. You're too busy driving.
Yeah, this is what I do at, if I'm at Disneyland and I go on Mr. Toad's Wild Ride and they have the little fucking steering wheel. I'm just like whipping that thing,
Dude, that steering wheel worked. I do a U-turn the fuck out of that ride. Have you guys ever been on that ride? Mr. Toad's Wild Ride at Disneyland? It's a kid's ride. And it's a legitimate acid trip.
You go to
It's a
hell.
horror.
It ends. It's like,
You go
yeah,
to
you're in hell now at the end.
Yeah.
Thing's
you
still
go to
on
hell,
fire,
and
man.
It's hard to want to do the rest of Disneyland after that ride.
After which one?
On to the thing goes Blaney.
Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
Yep, Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. Earliest underrated ride.
Didn't do that one.
Do it, Tony. It will traumatize your kids. They will never be bad for the rest of their lives.
I did
So
eat mushrooms and go to California Adventure one time.
This is great.
Good for a little while.
I mean, if you go to Disneyland, do yourself a favor. It's already expensive. Just do the park hopper. It's the way to go.
Oh, that's where I went on my honeymoon and we did all that, and I ended up spending like 2 of the 5 days in the Star Wars part.
You chose Disneyland as your. Aaron would leave me. Like the wedding wouldn't happen if I chose Disneyland as our honeymoon.
No, she chose it.
She chose it. You're
That's
so
what
lucky.
she wanted to do.
You're so lucky.
I mean, Zach, you have to like get outside of like SoCal brain, and
I try sometimes. You're
like,
right.
not everybody is like that close to Disneyland at all times.
I mean, also that, but Aaron doesn't like Disneyland, which means she doesn't like happiness.
I don't like crowds or
It's on a weekday.
or that many rides.
Yeah. You need to go park hopper because if you don't go, in my opinion, if you don't go park hopper, the rides aren't worth it. Not enough good rides.
Yeah, that's what we did. We just went everywhere, but I just like got hung up in the Star Wars part a little longer than we expected.
I haven't really
Disney back in the day. All the Baptists said Disney was evil because they hired gay people. So all the Baptists boycotted Disney. We went, and this place was empty. It was so good.
Brilliant. A great day.
There's a bunch of Roman Catholics and Jews were walking around. We're like, "What's up, hey man?"
I'm surprised that should have been me.
You know the difference between a Catholic and a Baptist?
What?
Catholics, we can look each other in the face in the liquor store.
Oh my God.
That's funny. Great day to go to Disneyland as well. Depending on how much you care about football. Super Bowl Sunday. Because it's a Sunday, you're off work. But I used to go to one of our local theme parks, Knott's Berry Farm. Dalton knows about that. Super Bowl Sunday, dude. Like, we're not even getting off the roller coasters. Empty. Just like, running back.
Oh shit, that makes so much sense.
Yeah.
All right, re-rack them.
Yeah. Re-rack them, reset them. Zach Thicky shouted you out in chat.
They did?
I don't know. It says their username's Thicky.
Yeah, who's Thicky?
Is that wait?
What up, buddy? Wherever you are. There could be a lot of my
there.
there could be a lot of my friends right there.
So
I
why
gotta
did
say,
they
I
give
do like
Ryan
that
Blaney the
Corvette
bad
base car.
numbers?
Alright, bud. Take a deep breath. We're all good here, man. Having a good time.
It's Chang.
Oh, what up, Chang? What's going on, man? Good to see you, dude. Another DDIer, actually. Part of the car show side of things on the company. One of our best dudes. Fuck yeah, good to see you, Chang.
Funny seeing Larson's guys clean the pit stall from where the fire extinguisher stuff was at.
Oh, wow.
Try and get it gripped back up for Larson.
Oh, wow, yeah, look at that. Larson's team having to clean up Blaney's mess because they're next to each other. Blaney fluid.
Blaney fluid. Ooh.
Whoa. Yeah, Blaney fluid all over the track. Nom nom. That was the thickest cloud of smoke I've ever seen.
Hey, how's the engine, Blaney? It's pretty. Oh.
That messed Larson up a little bit. He dropped all the way back to 16th through that pit cycle.
What?
Pretty much everyone is on the same pit stop lap, and
There
he
goes my
fell all
pick
the
to
way to
win the race.
16th. Bubba Wallace back in 15th. I don't know what happened to
Nothing
their
went
pit
wrong.
stops.
Nothing went wrong.
There's got to be some cars that didn't pit.
Everyone from first all the way back to
Larson's
We're,
2
we're
cars.
about to see how it happens.
Behind Bubba Wallace. So that means Bubba's in 15th then, right?
We're about to see how it happens right now.
It was kind of last second there. I saw you try to slow down, but it was a little
Yeah,
late.
Larson came out in front of Hamlin.
I could have made it. I just didn't
No, he probably sped.
that I was supposed to, then get down there and everyone's sitting there.
That'd be
Messing with the-
wild if like 5-7 guys speed.
Make sure we're waving around, waving around.
All right, let's see who wrecks Joey Logano this time.
Both
Blaney's just going to run out there with a sledgehammer. Bing!
There we go. And 10 away.
I hate you, Dalton, because I don't know yet.
4, 3, 2, 1. Right here. 4 tires on the jack.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
An hour
8,
long
9.
the day.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh,
It's
never
because a
mind.
bunch of guys stayed out. Maybe.
There was some weird
Not
stuff
15.
going on with the NASCAR timing thing. It's all they're still one
Riddick.
for
Look
Jesus
at Tyler
Christ.
Reddick crept up there.
Years
There's
off my
Reddick.
life.
two.
Fuck all you.
Busher.
NASCAR's fault. They didn't update their
Who's your-
website soon enough.
Your boy Noah Craigson.
Hey, that just means the best of the best speed on pit road.
Mute
Come
Jared.
on, Bubba Wallace. Bring it home. Win on a track that's actually like a skill track. You could do it.
He won Kansas.
Well, he also won Kansas when his team was literally dominating it. Like it went from Kurt Busch to him to Reddick. Like he had the car, and you know Kansas is a little more cookie cutter than Miami. I feel like this would be a much more impressive win.
This is the best win of his career, and it won't even be close.
Yeah, and with
Byron
that paint
got it.
scheme having the Miami colors and shit, this would be a good one.
It would be a race one I definitely want, and for sure.
I would say pit.
I know you're a Larson guy, but I'm definitely like, come on, Bubba, bring it home.
Oh, Willie B, I had you in fantasy. Come on, bud.
Did not count. So 26 in line,
Yeah.
13 bottom will go top.
What did Willie B do?
He sped.
Speeding.
This time here.
He pulled a
Him and syndrome.
Jared Kelly.
23 took bottom.
They're showing AJ on screen.
Listen, man, I'm telling you, the best of the best speed on pit road.
4 bottom.
Mm,
5,
Look at that. Tokyo Drift Suarez.
6 bottom.
I don't want to
Reddick
talk about
Reddick
how
spun
often I
on
did that
pit
today.
exit the first year they were at Nashville Super Speedway.
The best of the best hit the sand barrels.
10 bottom.
Oh no, not Cindric.
12.
Oh, guys, Cindric's bad. No.
35
Anyway.
looking up spot now.
Syndrome.
And the 1.
Anyway.
51 behind us.
Dude, they pulled up the most insane graphic during the I think it was during the truck race.
So 35
It just said
left for one.
Slender Men and it had no it had Cindric and Hocevar.
What's the
who are
bar?
both like
Yeah,
what, like 6'3"?
yeah, and skinny and weird and scary.
Yeah,
Who
Big
else is
Adam's
there?
apples.
You can put Kyle Busch under Slenderman. I feel like he's not slender. Yeah,
He's a
He's a
little,
little
he's
thick.
thick.
he's a little thick.
thick.
He's barrel chested.
he's a thick boy. Yeah, Denny's low key tall. Denny is low key tall.
Yeah, copy that.
Samantha
Just
feeds
thinking,
Kyle.
Give me a best restart of the day right here, and then we'll take care of them.
I think that really is all the Slenderman. I think you're right.
15 laps. So.
Then we need the short men section soon. Reddick, Larson.
Here after 5.
Oh, little Solly. The
Justin
buddy.
Haley.
Justin Haley, Justin Allgaier.
The guys who, if auto racing didn't exist, they'd be doing horse racing.
Jockeys. How tall is Chase? Like he's like a normal, like 5'8", 5'9". Yeah. Bowman's tall. Bowman's like 6'1", 6'2". But he's hot.
I love it. Byron sped, so they're like, you know what? You're going to be in the back. Just come on down. Let's do some more stuff.
Hey guys, don't count out Ty Gibbs. He's in 19th. Best he's been all season. He's looking good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Counting him out.
Oh, Bubba blows the inside. Bubba blows the restart.
Blubba bloop.
Bubba bubba. Hubba bubba.
Oh, and Chase Elliott doing his best show. Look on Carlisle with
John Walton here.
You're ahead of us for sure. I'm in turn 3.
Oh man, oh Sean Walton.
I just went green. Okay. Bubba Wallace. Oh my God.
I can't go when the rear tires are off the ground.
Shut up. I don't see Sam Mayer anywhere out here.
It's because he was mad they didn't get a cup ride.
And I'm green now. Whoa,
my
whoa.
4
That's some
wide.
auto club, or that's some auto club stuff right there.
What in the world just happened?
So this is probably it, right? In terms of if we stay green.
Yes.
Yeah.
They can make it.
Should be.
So no incentive to push to be Logano or not Logano, sorry, to be Bowman. Oh!
What's Larson doing there? It looked like a Tokyo drift.
Now Larson knows Hamlin too again. God, you fucking suck, Penny.
That ugly green card needs to get away from Joey. He's in the spin position, if you know what I'm talking about.
Staying without the A.
Clint Boyer and Kevin Harvick just spent a full lap roasting Denny Hamlin here for that.
They probably got a letter from Fox. Chill, boys. We already told you about that.
He pays us too much.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh, little wall touch.
Almost wrecked
these
Denny.
guys are oversending it like it's like a 1200 lobby right now. What is going on?
This is Pro Series.
The crew chief said, all right, boys, this is it. No more pits. And then they're driving like this. There's still 50 laps, though, guys.
This is that moment when you finally get to your first top split and you're like, I thought that'd be better.
Yeah.
Larson with a beautiful line through 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Dude, Bubba's about to do it.
Bubba
He's
is
really
in a whole different universe right now. And I also
Find
want
a way to Bubba it.
Oh, where'd Bushler come from? Jesus Christ.
Wait, where is he? Oh, whoa, hello.
And Austin Dillon's up here. What the fuck?
Chris Buescher's here. That's crazy.
I don't even want to talk about Austin Dillon being up there and Kyle Busch not being up there. Let's just ignore the 3 cars we usually do.
Yeah, exactly. Let's move on. Chris Buescher, though, impressive drive from the 17 car. I gotta say with Bubba too, you can't even say he's using air. There's enough lanes available here to where if you're faster, you can get by him. He's just that good right now.
The car's hooked up, and
Right to the top.
Yeah.
That was a
Todd Gilliland.
he showed on that last run that he was going to hold the lead. Like this is looking like he's going to win. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. I agree, Jose. What a crazy restart. As a Larson fan, I'd be okay with not having to go through that again. Todd Gillen. Looks like he might have an issue, guys. I'm gonna turn it off if Gillen's having a problem.
No, he's just pinned so he can get closer to Joey.
But yeah,
Waiting, they're timing it.
teammates Briscoe and Hamlin. Weird to say. Those two don't like each other. I forgot about that. Hamlin he's not even running a line. Like,
Clear, slide him right now. Clear.
what Bubba say?
By half, you gotta slide him. There you go, you're good.
Dude, if the Dinglinger was in a top car right now, he would be fucking dinging their linger right now.
Bubba started that last restart in third accidentally. That's why he didn't go, and he still got Kyle out of 2.
By half, he's back out there. One back, 6 in the middle. Shade the middle
It's
there.
the torque, the
You're
low
good
end
off the
torque.
corner. Half to the 6.
That's just
Close
Bubba
it
Wallace.
nice. Left headlight down, block the bottom.
He's got that torque Yoda.
Like, I will say I love the top 4 right now. Happy with any of those guys taking it home.
54 to the
Take Hamlin out of here, and we're sitting pretty. Because Austin Dillon's funny, at least. Oh damn, we have a new guest here.
Back down to the bottom, just a 10. Still inside there.
Nope. He's out of here.
Oh, he's out of here, right? He didn't have the
He's
headphones
fine.
on. I was like literally right when I saw him, I was like, did I just cuss? I was so worried about what I had just said.
Buddy probably yelled at him like, "I'm not done with the computer yet."
Don't open Minecraft.
By 1.5.
Turns into a Minecraft NASCAR stream.
So guys, Ryan Priest.
Views go up immediately.
Guys,
Was it
let's,
really?
let's start a Roblox NASCAR league.
Yep. Was Carl Edwards the problem? Is that why the 60 was so bad?
Still middle.
Was it, look at Ryan Priest doing a great job
Middle, check mirror.
Woo.
last week.
Half to the bottom, 2 wide behind, 2 in front to 2 wide.
And let's never associate Carl Edwards and problem ever again. That man is a saint, and we lost him too early. He's the Barry Sanders of NASCAR.
I don't see how this is any different than Harrison Burton. Same thing.
Wow.
Did you guys watch Carl Edwards at Podcast with Dale Jr.? No one watched it. He hasn't moved on.
I'm staring at this race like it's the last freaking 5 laps.
I wonder how Bubba feels right now.
2 wide behind, 3 to the closest one. You can finish your corner. Working 13 on tires.
Rick Reddick.
You are P22 right now. You could buy 3.
Thing is, Bubba wasn't even bad on the last long run. He just had older tires. He actually was
less scared. Do you think he's less scared seeing Bowman than Larson behind him?
You have 38 big ones to go.
I think it must be kind of crazy knowing that he's pissed off the 3 cars in front of him.
I don't know because Bubba was mad at Bowman at Chicago.
Bubba's always mad at Bowman. He threw water on him like 2 years ago. Larson on the wall again. What else is new?
My son didn't scare you guys too much, did he?
They said that's the 17th time Kyle Larson's hit the wall today.
Afraid we scared him. He ran.
Oh.
Oh, he went.
I thought we had like a big Tom Hanks situation going on there.
What's a Tom Hanks situation?
The movie
Yeah, the
Big.
movie Big.
Oh.
Or I guess the reverse of that, right?
Yeah.
I feel like Tom Hanks is in so many movies, you can't just say a Tom Hanks situation.
Well, yeah, I said big, but I
Oh, I didn't hear that part.
that would have been too big. Or
No,
too-
he
too-
absolutely loves racing
Oh.
and stuff.
If you had said a Woody situation, I would have known what movie you're talking about.
Man. Just
Bubba
running
has
that
led.
wall.
Bubba has led the most laps since Texas of 2023.
He does that. I feel like every time Bubba's up front for an extended period of time, he sets a stat like that. Where it's like, I didn't feel like he was that bad.
I should have said Benjamin Button.
Yeah, that's more like universal. Who you got, Callie? Who you got? No. She said Noah Gragson. This dog has no idea how NASCAR works.
He just likes beefaroo.
She's not different.
Bowman's closing.
Back 41.
This is what I thought Chase Briscoe was going to do all season. I think this is what he'll do for the rest of the season.
For that matter, what is Beefaroo? Is that like a restaurant or just like a food?
What is it?
Beefaroo, Gragson's sponsor.
Beefaroo. It sounds like me and your mom last night.
I think you mean beef for you, like how like the
That's incest.
butcher box.
That is incest. I can't do that.
I think it's like butcher box.
I'm assuming a lot of Noah's sponsors are subsets of Bass Pro. And like Johnny Carson, or was it Johnny?
No,
Yeah. His name is that they mentioned.
it's Johnny Morrison.
Yeah. Sounds like a rock star. Whoa, cars passing Austin Dillon? What? Guys, Austin Dillon isn't fast in the long run.
Very bottom. Even. Coming up to you. On you now.
Roman really closing. Meanwhile, they're both really gapping Briscoe and Larson.
Was it really Jimmy Johnson?
It was probably Jimmy Johnson who was the problem.
Have we ever seen Bass Pro Shops on a Ford?
Couldn't even qualify for this race.
Yeah. Tony Stewart.
There we go. I was trying to think like when the last
I
time.
thought
Well,
maybe.
Ford what? Oh, wow. Whoa.
He's favored all the way wall, higher entry both ends by 2.5. 1.5. Headlight lower.
They lost a half a second in that one corner.
Lower. Shopping.
So I was just thinking because like Monster usually doesn't. Monster doesn't discriminate. They put their
Bub on the wall.
everybody, but
Door.
I felt like I hadn't seen a Bass Pro scheme on a
Door.
Ford in
24 2 off.
like ever.
Even. 24 at the wall.
Yeah, you're right, because Noah wasn't ever driving a Ford in Xfinity. Yeah.
Momentum with you, bumper.
Oh, they're bringing Larry back into this.
Oh, this is
He
good.
must have kicked Johnny Morrison internally to throw that in a Toyota for so long.
No, not Bowman. Get out of here, Bowman.
That wasn't great by Bubba. I will say it wasn't great by Bubba. Like I didn't love that.
They had Larry Mack at the racetrack last week.
Just in the middle.
Like he was down on pit road.
Oh, they brought him there. They actually flew him out.
Yeah.
He insists that's him. He insists he's not the one who wants to be there.
485 in front.
Kyle Larson and has closed within Briscoe. Nothing meaningful to Bubba though. Still 2 seconds.
Man, the Bowman fans online are going to be really annoying if he wins this.
This would be 2 years in a row of Bowman winning at a skill track. He won the street course last year.
Yeah, but he's still the worst Hendrick driver. Like, there's no denying that.
That's like saying like the stupidest Harvard graduate.
Yeah, but you'd still be the stupidest Harvard graduate. Everybody would know.
The stupidest genius in the room is definitely Alex Bowman.
Do whatever you want. You still maintain your lap time, if not pole, when you're in the top, but your 1 and 2 looks good on the bottom as well.
I just think there's probably drivers that could utilize that car a little more effectively. That's all I'm saying.
I don't think there's a single driver in meaningfully do anything with the fourth Hendrick car without pushing someone else over. I don't know who that person would be. I think Ryan Blaney would be the answer. Yeah, I think Blaney is who should be in that car. But who's like? There's always going to be like, I don't think Bowman has the same resources as the 5 and the 9 and the 24. So who's going to be the redhead stepchild when if you throw Blaney there, right? You know, that's how I feel about it.
Well, I'm just saying, like, Bowman wasn't lighting the world on fire.
No, he was not.
In the old car either. You know, it's just kind of weird that he landed there and has been there so long.
He just feels like the perfect fourth guy for a super team. Yeah. He's the Casey Kane. He's just a great fit.
He
I like
he
Barn.
definitely like he felt like a transitional guy at first, but like I guess well no, I guess all the sponsors liked him. So
That as well.
Yeah, I love them some some moments.
As long as sponsors aren't concerned with on-track performance, apparently he's like the ultimate ambassador. Look at how much time this is costing Larson and Hamlin. Just fucking send this idiot Larson. Like, I'm so sick of this fucking.
5 or 6 back, also running the wall. So
Yep, Harvick just said it.
3 back, 2, 1. Here you go.
I think we're getting a caution just like yesterday.
Well, they said statistically one comes out with 21 to go.
Stick to your game.
NASCAR make sure of it.
First, it's just you and him.
Oh, sick. Austin Dillon update. Cool. Thank you, NASCAR.
3 back, 1 up.
I needed to know how Austin Dillon was doing.
Kyle Busch up to 23rd.
All right.
Lap.
Better than he's ahead of Todd, I think. No, he's not. Where's Todd?
Todd's back in like the 30s.
I didn't see him in the 30s just then. Let's see. I could have been looking for the wrong name.
Who is that that you're asking about?
Our man Todd Gilliland.
Oh,
Has Byron not recovered at all?
sitting at 30th
No, 18th.
right
He
now.
has not.
Still one lap
He
down.
had a moment. He tried to get to the right rear of the 3 and kind of got shut off on the fence. It's all good. We're right
Something
back to
happened with
normal.
Bell. I think Bell's on pit road.
Again?
I smiled
So I
a
saw
little
his
bit when
lap
he said
time
it
was in
all
like the
from
40s, so
knowing he
I'm
had a bad
assuming
lap.
he
It's
pulled
fine.
it down.
Here we go.
That's not good. I wonder if he took the wave around and didn't pit.
It's better than the 99.
Gillen in 30th.
Yeah.
Second car a lap down. The only car in front of him a lap down is Chastain.
Next one, 2 back. 1 back, outside. Now you're clear high.
Oh, Hovercar's problem was terminal. Oh, there's Bell.
Next car ahead.
They took 4, it looks like.
Catching both. Bumper.
They didn't.
You're clear.
Bell just got passed by Bowman.
By 1 and 1 behind.
Oh, no, there he goes. Bell did take 4.
Here's some names that we haven't talked about yet. Zane Smith sitting in 12th right now. Josh Berry 17th.
1.5. We're gonna keep it behind us here.
Josh Bear's in house money.
Focus out front.
Look at that fish go.
Good lap to the 70s.
That would have been a cool. Oh, I guess either way, we get a cool race win out of this.
It was kind of like the Joe Gibbs Instagram reel, calling it back to when someone said these cars are carp instead of crap.
Yeah.
And like the admin for like the Instagram profile was like, actually, these cars are bass this weekend.
Their social media manager deserved a raise for like that video they made. They chose Logano, Elliott, Bubba, Larson, and Blaney for that one. I always think it's curious who they choose for the advertisements.
It's always the same guys.
The ones that shock me are like no more Kyle Busch. We're not marketing Kyle Busch anymore. No Chase Elliott wasn't there, was he?
No, he was.
Was he?
Yeah.
He was. Yeah, no more Busch is always curious to me.
We're marketing Austin Dillon. He's got his HBO show or whatever.
Didn't they cancel that?
Life in the
Yeah,
Fast Lane with Austin Dillon.
Yeah, they canceled it.
Life in 20th place with Austin Dillon. SVG in 32nd on pace. Thank God he's here. Todd Gillen's better.
How bad is Riley Herbst doing, knowing that both of his teammates are in the top 10?
I'm sure his dad's still happy watching his little boy putting laps in the Cup Series. Dude, I mean, you're from Vegas, Tony. Those terribles are everywhere. They have plenty of money.
No, yeah, I mean, that's the unfortunate thing is a little bit of money and nepotism gets you a seat and takes it away from somebody who's actually good.
Yeah. But we're also pretending like Riley Herbst's going to kick all our asses and a racetrack. Like I'm not as good as Riley Herbst.
Yeah, but who's to say that if we didn't have a rich dad that put us in the car at the same age that,
If it was my full-time job, I'd be pretty disappointed in myself if I wasn't better than him.
that's kind of what I'm saying.
I agree with that.
But at the same time, you're right with the point you made earlier about how, like, even the worst cup driver would do good or, could be good in Xfinity, but he doesn't really fit that. He's literally nepotism personified because, like, at least Austin Dillon had to, like, win a title.
Champion, truck champion, Xfinity champion, right?
Yeah. Ty Gibbs, Xfinity champion.
Ty Gibbs was like he was that good. Yeah.
It's just, what the hell did Riley Herbst do? It took him forever to win his first race, and it was at a track where you could basically keep it pinned.
Yeah, he did win by 16 seconds somehow, but you're right. It was at Vegas.
There was another.
I think what got it for Riley, for me, not for me, like I wouldn't have hired him, but what I think made it make sense is he did so well on the play tracks when he got those opportunities the past couple of years. Kept the car clean.
That's true. You can't take that away from him. That's true.
I think that's what they look at Riley Herbst for. Like he brings in so much money, and he's not costing you a lot of money because he doesn't seem to wreck the car. I don't think he's wrecked it this year yet, right?
I don't think so. I think he got caught up in something, but
he's a low-risk, shitty driver.
I don't know. I just feel like him and the Dillons could probably be replaced by some more interesting talents.
I don't think Austin needs to be out here anymore, and I think Austin's a smart enough guy, and he's talked about this too. And apparently, he is very the back end of the company, to where I think Austin, like if he was to not drive that race car anymore, and he should still go to Xfinity, he'd be fun to watch. He would still be very impactful elsewhere on that team. He'd probably be.
I could see that
out of the race car, like genuinely, like they still need him.
Yeah, I just don't want to see Austin Hill in the 3-car either. I'd rather see Jesse Love if they're going to go with one of their Xfinity drivers.
I'm a big Austin Hill fan. Sorry, guys. I like Austin Hill.
When he talks, I don't like him. But when he drives, I like him.
You just can't. It's like Kanye West. Like, just appreciate the brilliance and just ignore everything they say out loud. So talking about Kyle Larson.
That is a very good comparison.
Larson gets Briscoe. It's go time, baby. We'll get the caution. We'll get a caution. It doesn't even matter. I know I'm getting excited because like Larson's gonna get the lead, and then we're gonna get a caution with 5 to go, and then Sam Mayer's gonna come out here and drive him up in the air, and then it won't even matter.
What are we at? 14 to go now.
I mean, Bubba's not gonna make it easy, even though he hates Alex Bowman. They go so slow at this point in the run. It literally looks like the caution is out.
Kyle would be to the leaders by now if it weren't for those like few laps he was next to Denny.
Who would? Kyle?
Yeah.
Probably. Story of his life, though. He's not good at racing people.
He's closing, man. This is going to really come. It's going to get close.
It's a math problem at this point. It's a math problem if you can make it quicker, Bubba.
It's
more about Bubba than
3/10 right there.
Because Bubba's running Larson's line too, so I don't know what Larson's gonna do.
He throws a slide job.
Side. That's what he did to get past Briscoe.
I mean, they're all running Kyle's line.
Yeah.
I think Larson's just a little bit better at it.
Larson winning this race is in the hands of Bubba Wallace right now.
Jeff taking a nap.
12 to go. 12 to go here, and Larson 1 second back.
Inside 24, 10 to go, 10.
Larson's just gonna peek his nose. Oh, Bubba gave him the top.
Here. All right, you gotta send it here, Larson.
Dude, Justin Haley's in the top 10.
He's a killer. Bubba gives it to him. Bubba gives it to him.
Here he comes, slide job.
Slide
Nice.
job.
Good
Good
job.
job.
Slide job.
Oh, take a look what he did.
Clear half, clear half, clear half.
All right,
20
1
across.
second, 10 laps.
On.
Yep.
Headlight down, no momentum. Get in a rhythm. 9 to go. Dropping, watch the slide.
I think if he pulls this off, we have to disqualify Allgaier and the other two. I forget who they are now from yesterday. This is a sweep.
Well, you know what though? Like at the same time, like give and take, he was not going to win that truck race if Corey Haim's car didn't shit on him.
Is
I didn't
Kyle
watch that one.
Larson spotter Tyler's mom?
wondered how he won.
Who is that?
Yeah, that's what it looked like. Tyler mom.
Tyler's mom. Cool.
Reddick's mom.
Turn right now, Kyle. No one explains so much.
Bowman, that last lap, Bowman blows the exit of 3. I mean, I'm sorry, of 2. How would these two race each other, too? Last time it came down to this, from what I remember, it was Bowman stealing away Chicagoland from Larson when he was in the 42.
Anytime it comes down to Bowman and Larson, I feel like it always goes to Bowman. The Pocono.
It was the
where
one
he
just
fired.
Vegas.
Or Vegas, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But they raced each other clean.
He just backs into him. No, yeah, I mean, Bowman just bitched him in that one. Oh, God, your kid's gone, right? I'm sorry, buddy.
We'll get the caution with like 2 to go when Larson's like on him.
Oh, yeah, no, we'll get the caution when Larson completes the pass.
I'm not going to, since I'm a little bit ahead on the timing, I'm not going to break any news here. I'll just have to let you guys see it.
As in, there's news that's about to be broken?
Yeah.
Sounds like Larson hitting the wall. There it comes.
Let's just say Larson was a good pick.
My TV is a little bit ahead.
Shut up.
Okay,
Hit the
well, I just
wall.
told
I'm not
you,
gonna-
but
I'm not
I
gonna
won't
spoil it, but Larson was a good pick.
Oh! Now we get the caution. Now we get the caution.
I
I'm
don't know
still
how
looking
far
at
ahead.
7 laps to go.
It sucks because the timing for me is so far ahead of what the actual race is.
I think I'm just like hyperventilating in my microphone. I'm gonna put it away from him.
Oh, up, up, up.
They are taking 4 to go. Big gap here. Good to go back to work here.
You know, that's all I could say too.
See, I didn't spoil it all.
Jeff's looking at the camera, recording him.
Jeff Gordon trying to act like set as if he doesn't win both ways. One overtime in the last 18 races. Just get it to 2 to go, Kyle.
What was the
Get it to
point of
1
that
to
Jeff
go.
Gordon shot?
Because he's sitting on Bowman's pit box.
Fair enough, but it's like they're both his drivers.
That's what I just said. Like he's even upset. Like I think he knew the camera was on him.
Oh, they're coming up on Bad Brad. How bad will Brad be?
It's like when Drive to Survive puts Lawson on the camera.
Mm-hmm. Larson, I don't. Maybe you guys can put me on this. I don't know why they show miles per hour instead of lap time, but Larson consistently crossing the line, going slower than Alex Bowman. Is that average or is that crossing the line?
I think it's average.
It's average. Okay.
Yeah, I think it is average.
So Bowman's faster. But like based on the delta, he's not.
2 to go. 2 more.
Get his
Fans
ass.
down on the fence.
Get his ass, says Blake Harris.
All the way. Coming back. Coming back.
Bowman takes off a 10th.
Quarter. Clear. Bumper.
He can get there. 100% Bowman can get there, and you know
What
Kyle.
happens? Yeah, but what happens when he gets there?
Back to
The other teammates. I mean, you got 4 seconds to fuck with. You can play around.
Nah, Kyle's pulling away.
Hendrick's
Oh.
pulling to McLaren, being like, both our drivers are #1 drivers.
Yeah, Zach Brown has it right.
This race was over right when Larson passed him. Like now that he's in the front, clean air, he gets and run whatever. He's gone. It's over.
Caution's gonna come out. We saw yesterday. He had a fucking 14-second lead.
This race was over when Hendricks firebombed Blaney's
The
engine.
5th place yesterday and didn't win.
And Hendrick poured some sugar in Blaney's gas can when nobody was looking, and
You didn't
now
see
here
that
we
guy,
are.
The
One
guy
more.
with the RPG up on the spotter's boot tower.
Blaney had nothing.
It was
Could've put-
the camera. It was the camera from Cars 2.
Yeah, you thought it was a camera, but no.
Oh my god. Okay, hey, remember Pocono?
Shut up.
Huh.
No, I
Used to be that guy. Oh, I'm not going to ruin it, but oh my God.
here's the thing, Dalton. We're not going for 4 in a row right now.
I appreciate you keeping your head in the game. Thank you, everybody, for a good car.
Let's go.
Good car, so we're gonna keep moving forward here.
Add it to my pick win list.
Add it to my pick win list.
I picked it first. It don't count
Yeah.
for you.
We'll learn what we gotta do to get this thing freed up for you.
I mean, half the people here pick Kyle, I think, right?
Yeah, but I picked it first. Everyone else is just a bandwagon.
Oh wait, all of Hendrick has been disqualified.
Look at that.
Winner,
Logano passes Dylan. Yes. Let's go.
It's like that one video where it's like Chris Paul makes 3 to down to 43. Yes. Am I the first one to have my favorite win?
Pretty sure.
Maybe so.
Let's go.
Oh, Dylan got Logano back. God bless.
That says a lot about Joe Logano right there. The
Rain
sweep
shot.
should have happened. The sweep should have happened. Oh, that hurts. Oh. I'll take the cup win. I'll take the cup win. Ooh, we're getting a front stretch burnout. It's
All
going
the-
100.
All the burnouts are on the front stretch.
Can you do this, Jared?
Yeah, I can.
No, you can't.
I can.
All right, I dare you. Next time you win a race, do this.
Okay, I will.
I guarantee you can't.
I will. I'll do it tomorrow.
The entire time, I'm gonna be disgusted.
Yep, I'll do it tomorrow.
And I want the wheel off the car too, because that's what he's doing.
How do you expect me to do that?
Film yourself.
Yeah. Also, I guess Josh Berry did do burnouts last week. It was just
He
they
did.
the interview first.
Did you see that video though, Dalton?
No.
It was like
I got an idea, Jared.
it was like a burnout. He did
What,
not
you
burn.
want me to share my camera on video?
No, all I gotta do is this. Just
Like Dalton,
take
I'll say this.
off and just flip the
He got to
shaft.
victory lane with all 4 tires up.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but I'd still need it on camera.
You think Bubba's mad?
Oh yeah, you would. You would
Oh,
need it
Bubba
on
approaching
camera.
Bowman, pissed off. Bubba just approached Bowman either just being his normal big personality self or upset again.
Yeah, but what
And
did
Larson-
Bowman do this time?
Larson just being like, you don't get to talk. You're listening to me right now. Fuck yeah, Kyle Larson.
Doing a cheater burnout.
Let's break that
The
car.
wall.
Break it. Hit it in the wall harder, Kyle. Blow the
Look,
engine.
he's doing a Blaney impression.
Not thick enough. Oh, pause.
Yeah, I think Bubba still just like
Look at all that Kyle
can't hear
fluid.
shit, so he had to get like right up on him to say what he was gonna say.
The Bowman got right up on him. Did you not see that? Alex was getting out of the car and Bowman was on him.
Well, I'm saying it's probably because the burnouts are going on and they can't
Yeah.
hear shit.
And who knows if that was even live? Oh, he's laughing. Bubba's just this is gonna be a good Bubba interview. It looks like Bubba's about to go to the front stretch and give Larson a hug now. Oh, we got Mohawk Kyle right now. It's a dangerous Kyle Larson. Yeah, we have Mullet Kyle. That's a dangerous Kyle Larson, boys. Oh, look at that boy. Look at that man.
Zach, you need to change your pants, bro.
After. If I change it now, it'll be a waste because I'll have to do it again. You are-
Your pants could stand up by themselves.
Kyle Larson.
Now I know that
Bowman is
You're bad.
pissed.
in your bed there's a Larson body pillow separating you and your fiance.
Yep. It's just because it's short. It doesn't cover my whole body. It's only 5'5". But I'm proud of yourself too, Kyle. 30 wins is crazy, for real.
That's all he's got. 30 after all these years. That's crazy.
That's third most active.
Well, the last like what 4
Most-
years, he's
most by
gotten
far.
10 more.
Yeah. Next up is Elliott.
It's just weird. I thought he had more than that. I didn't know what his total was. I thought he had a more.
He got 7 in the 42. He got 7 in the 42. He has 20 fucking 3 in the 5.
Well, 13 of those were in the
Yeah,
last
that
year.
sounds right, actually.
Yeah. He went 2 years without a win in the 42. Until Dover.
Yeah, I remember that. His car was bad. Bad
remember.
car.
Before guys like Jared, who only liked him after 2021 for some reason.
I never said I liked Larson. I picked him to win this race. Game recognized game.
You're not one of us.
What do you mean I'm not one of you?
They're not like us.
Put me in a high limit sprint car. I'll go show Kyle how it's done.
Yeah, you'd definitely be super good around David Gravel, fucking his step brother, and all those other guys.
Yo,
Yeah,
dude. I didn't realize Chase Elliott doesn't even have 20 yet. He's at 19 right now.
Yeah.
Damn.
Was on a trajectory in 2021 to look insane, and then Kyle Larson came back, and that changed.
What does Byron have?
12, 13.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
the gap
14.
for Hendricks
14.
drivers. You look at like
Give me another one. Let me see if
Jordan's win
Yeah,
list, Johnson's wins, and then big old drop.
No, Denny Hamlin at 54. An active
They're
driver.
saying Hendrick, guys.
Oh, Hendricks guys.
Oh,
Roman's
Hendrick.
pretty consistent this year. Said it was
Because,
his fifth
uh,
top 10.
7. Am I right about that? I think Bowman has 7. Elliott in the 20s. Yeah. Byron's going to have 25 soon.
And what
Like three-
did Dale Jr. retire with?
11, 15 would be my guess.
26 for Dale Jr.
26. My bad. How many of those are on play trucks?
Okay. I was gonna say at least 8 or 9.
At
Yeah.
least 6 at Talladega.
Yeah, exactly. Because I know he liked short tracks, right? He liked like Richmond and Martinsville and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got a couple wins at Martinsville. I know he did it in the '88.
And he
That
That was
probably
the
had
only
what?
time he did it.
Only about 7 wins for Hendricks. 8. How many did he have for Hendricks?
Dale Jr.
Mhm.
Probably 9 or 10, if that, maybe less.
Dude, Joey Logano and Brad both have 36. I felt like they would have more.
I always think
Isn't it crazy? Like
I know
Dale
Joey doesn't.
Jr. won his 16th race, I think, and then only wins that many for the rest of his entire career.
Dale Jr. went on a 3-year winless streak, didn't he? On Hendrick.
I think that's how long it was. Yeah, I mean, it was really long because that's what makes that Batman Michigan diecast such a
Yep.
hard car for me to get, is because that win broke the streak.
Bubba interview in that hat is fucking sick. Oh. Hat of the year, Bubba Wallace. Need that hat. Look at the bit. See the brain. Yeah, I've always envisioned Keselowski being someone who would have 40, 50. I knew Logano was around the 30s because there isn't a year you point to where you're like, Joey won a lot of races that year. He just wins every single season, usually. Unless it's-
Championship run he had.
The one where he didn't go to the Final Four. I think he had 5 that year.
No, the one where he won the where Kansas took him out.
Yeah, he didn't go to the Final Four that year.
Oh, I didn't know.
He won 5 races. He swept around that year.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the only one. But still, like Larson won 11 races his championship season. I don't think he's won less than 3. So
Didn't Gordon have a 13-win season or something like that?
if you included the All-Star race, it was a 12 race win season. If he doesn't get a flat at Pocono, it's 13. If Darlington goes different,
Yeah, it's
look back-
always if. Like if my mom had balls, she'd be my dad.
Well, I saw a stat that said Jeff Gordon averaged 1 win every 8 races when he retired. Is that true?
Yeah, because that was all because of what he did when he was in his early 20s. When Jeff Gordon was in his early 20s, he did what Larson did in 2021, but he did it like 3 times. Like,
Yeah, I remember that as a kid. It's just that seems like a pretty fucking crazy stat. Like, on average, you win a race every 2 months. That's pretty good.
every 4 in the beginning of his career.
Dude, how about 1989? I think Dale or Gordon won every damn race.
There was a season where Dale won like 6 or 7 races and didn't win the championship. Like, yeah, in the Winston Cup format.
It
He
might
was
have been
full blown Ricky
might have
Bobby
been-
if you ain't first or last.
It
Yep.
might have been 89 because I remember 89 watching. It was just always Gordon or Dale. It seemed
Yeah,
like
people
every
act
damn
like
race.
there's no parity now in NASCAR or that's boring. It's like the golden era that you guys like want to go back to so badly. Someone won 200 races in that. Like, what are we even talking about? Like, not to say like Richard Petty won 200 races and like even like the golden era, but even so, it's like it was a guy with the last name Allison or Earnhardt every weekend. Like, I don't know.
Well, I don't know. I mean, there's eras because somehow Dale Waltrip has 83 wins. Like, there's eras. You get Rusty Wallace, Bill Elliott, Mark Martin. I think the 90s were definitely dope. Like, yeah, Hendrick got good after Gordon. Like, they weren't top tier. And then,
Yeah, they were.
Dale Earnhardt was an old guy that was like fucking still trucking, and I don't know. It had its parody, but at the same time, like there was a little bit more freedom. You kind of knew the teams that were going to be good, and I think that we're getting there with this car now. I thought the spec car idea was gonna be a little bit different. It was in the beginning, like the first season and the second season, they had like 18 or 19 winners apiece, but this season, I think we're kind of seeing like the big teams winning everything again.
I think the next gen is doing what it's out to do.
Sorry,
I think it's a
I got peace out, guys. I'm going to work. It's good to
Oh, we got-
this whole thing with y'all. Yeah.
Made it to the end though.
Yeah. No, well, you know what? I'm glad there was a lack of cautions in this one. Made that possible.
Well, Dalton, let's get you back on the air. Hopefully this coming week or next week. We miss you, but
Seriously.
check in. What's your schedule like tomorrow?
Tomorrow I'm also working, so
Ooh. We'll
I'll
see you
be- I'll
Thursday.
be trying to watch though. So
Yeah. Thank you, man. Good seeing you as always.
peace.
One thing I do want to quickly touch on that, Dalton, just remind me of weirdly, is the website's launched. We haven't brought that up. VortexRacingNetwork.com. Check it out. Only page that isn't done is the Meet the Team page, and I can't blame anyone at this. I can't blame anyone here with me right now. Besides Jared. Besides Jared.
Yeah, I included all that stuff in the description of this video too, so that people can just click over.
Awesome.
I included the website, included the Instagram, all that stuff.
Cool. So follow us on Instagram. We just got that changed over. Check out the website. We still have diecast available up there. We have mystery boxes. But super, I mean, it's for real now, isn't it? We got a website.
I think so.
It is real. So that means also with all this happening, I'll let you take it from here, me and Gene, because you know more about this than I do. But I do think we will have some more content coming over here soon, right? In terms of post race or maybe like a weekly recap show or something.
Yeah, I think the first thing we're looking at is we need to get the post race show so that we can get that algorithm working. YouTube will see that there is programming on that channel at that time, and that will scoot us up in that algorithm so that YouTube will recognize that our channel is going to have that content. And so we'll do a little 30-minute show following the MRL Monday Night Mayhem race. It'll be called Inside the Mayhem, and we'll just give a quick recap of what happened. So we'll be abbreviating the end of the MRL broadcast, just knock it down to the interviews with the podium winners, and then see if we can convince one of the drivers to come over and just catharsize his unhappiness in the race. Who knows? We might have a queue of unhappy drivers.
Yeah,
You
Since they're
know what you
Yeah.
should
getting to the
Things
end of
do?
that
the year.
This
we
right
always
here
want
is
to
a
deliver.
storyline for you guys. You should get
Exactly.
both of the drivers that cause the biggest issues for each other, and then just have them go at it.
Exactly. We have
Like
debates.
Moontar.
Exact. Oh man, but yeah, without the screaming, or as much screaming.
Yeah.
Imagine I as much as him.
Do it like one of those prank shows where they're like, "Oh,
drama.
Johnny, what did you think of Billy's driving?" "Oh, well, guess what, Johnny? We got Billy right here."
Well,
Maybe one day we'll just bring in 10 of us and we'll have a Sean Walton roundtable. That'd be fun.
Nice. I'm still gonna get Sean. I'm gonna get Sean in the first weekly show we do. Be like, "Hey, Sean, check out these highlights."
I get control of the mute button.
I love it.
I didn't want to wreck him that one time, but I said I was going to, and I did.
Yeah. You did what you,
who's
He
who's
made
that
his
other
contact.
Yeah,
person?
It was okay.
the like big thing is to mix the drama and entertainment. If we're not trying to mix it up and get some drama for you guys, we'll bring in someone like for example, like the BRL race that just happened last weekend. I think a lot of people would love to know, how do you lap an entire field in a race? And I think I'd love to bring in knowledge from guys like David Owens, because one thing that you say a lot of things about David Owens, but one thing you can't say about him is that he wants everyone around him to be better, and he's an open book, and he will teach you for free. David Owens will give you information that would normally cost you hundreds of dollars, legitimately. So I'd love to bring him to one of those shows. Let us take him around a really difficult, join him as he takes us around a really difficult track, and just help all the viewers understand the small little nuances of what it takes to be as fast as someone like him, and just learn a little bit. I think that'd be a really fun opportunity to do that as well.
Absolutely. Well, boys, it's been fun. It was a good race.
It's been great, boys.
I wish it would have
It's been
ended
great.
differently, but what are you gonna do?
And Jose Medina, definitely the front runner on the giveaway. I mean, I will say, like, how many subs did we get? Oh wow.
We actually
few.
had quite a bit going on this time, more so than all the
Wait.
previous ones.
If you're from BRL, sub up, because we're gonna announce this giveaway tomorrow with MRL, which usually gets like 200 plus viewers, and everyone who subscribes will be entered into the giveaway. So make sure, comment, sub up, and give yourself the best chance of winning the guy who just almost won that race, Alex Bowman's diecast. No slouch.
You can play with the car.
But yeah, another successful day. Tomorrow will be awesome. Where are we? I'm forgetting, Mean Gene. Where are we going tomorrow?
Indianapolis.
Indy.
Oh,
I did my homework.
Yeah. Indy's tomorrow, and then I'll return for Monday nights at Chicagoland, and that's always a treat of a track.
this will be the MRL Cup Series' first time going there with me and Mean Gene covering it, to my knowledge. That'd be
I'm
awesome.
so offended you just said that.
What?
I'm offended that you just made that statement.
You guys did go last year, didn't you?
Yeah, we sure did.
Did you screw up?
Did you win it?
No.
Yeah,
had to
I
work
might have
during
been told by like a second and then won the race. Like, that could have happened.
Yeah, I talked about that in the post-race interview.
How did I forget about that?
You guys
I
always
didn't
forget my
forget,
wins.
Tony. I didn't forget, buddy.
Thanks, Mean Gene.
I brought it up.
I was gonna say, it feels like a track you're gonna be good at because it's
See,
flat and fast.
We're already creating.
I don't even think you mentioned that I won Dover the last time when they did Dover last week.
I
I
mentioned
was
that.
offended by that too.
I mentioned that. I for sure mentioned that.
Maybe I just didn't watch after I got wrecked by Bollinger.
I honestly forgot Indianapolis because like it's kind of rare to go there. I didn't race Indianapolis until like 2 years into my racing life.
How did Gene do at Indianapolis and Bonfire?
I got pucketed.
T-bone.
Yeah,
I got pucketed. He tried to save it. He spun. He went toward the pit. and then gunned it and came right back out on the track and said, that
Nope.
251 looks like a steak.
He was still in a bad mood about that. Hours later, as we went live, he was about that.
Hey,
I
at
was
least he's
looking
going
at the
out.
lap times too. I was like, "Ooh, I'm as quick as like 9th through 14th. This is good." Wham!
Yeah, at least Dennis didn't. At least Dennis didn't hit anybody. Oh,
Yeah. At least you didn't hit anybody good. That's
Oh my god.
I don't know. Matt Schofield's a pretty good driver.
yeah, that's right. Maddie got taken out too.
I love
He
Matt
was pretty
Schofield.
good.
I love
Who
Matt
was
Schofield.
it
He was
that
great.
caused the whole shenanigans this morning on the front stretch? They collected me and Brenner. They were trying to Tokyo drift it all the way out of 4 through the front stretch, and then just decided to do, hey, there's an open hole straight across the track at the start finish line.
Yup.
I don't
This is
remember who
exactly what
that
happened.
was. Leclerc? Is that who it was? I
Names?
was so frustrated at the end of that race.
I don't want to say
Makes
names.
sense. I don't know who it was.
I'm not saying names.
It
I
was
do not
someone.
know who it was, but you need to be careful of who you speak about.
All right. Also, buddy, are you good to meet up about what? So the race is at 8 p.m. my time. Can you meet up around 6:30?
I'll be at work, but if I'm available, I can try to figure some stuff out for you.
Okay.
And we can test
if
some
anything,
stuff.
send me your settings or at least the adjustments you made, and I'll mess around tonight.
So you're not going
Um,
to like the adjustments that I made because I had to turn my resolution down.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with
Okay.
that. Send me what you did, and let me just play around, and I'm gonna do a few test videos tonight, and we'll build off that tomorrow.
Okay. Yep, I'm good with that too.
Perfect. Well, tomorrow, MRL. Is that 11 p.m. Eastern?
No, 10 p.m. Eastern.
10 p.m. Eastern. Y'all are
No,
No,
hold
I
on
think
a
it is
second.
11.
when we go
Yeah,
on the
it
air.
is 11 Eastern because the practice opens at 10 Eastern, and then the race is at
Jeez.
11 Eastern.
All you on the East Coast are awesome. But yeah, join us tomorrow, and then let's do our first post race tomorrow. Over here on this network. So make sure you're subbed up. I can't wait. Indianapolis, not the first time. Tony Everson won the first time. I knew that. I can't wait though. I will see y'all tomorrow.
Have a great night, everybody.
Yep.
See you tomorrow.
You guys have a good one.